Well, hello, wonderful people! And welcome back to another stream. An evening stream, which we don't do that much. But it's because it's a special one, guys. It is a special stream. We are having a Q&A with Mr. Sargent Gaming Streams. Yes, we are. And hello, Mr. Fox. Nice to see you here. Let me actually get you guys... Oh, I did not fix that. Click through here. And also unmute Lissarge for you guys. There we are. Hey!
Hello there.
Hey, Galen.
How's
Nice
everybody?
to see you as well. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you?
Fantastic, ma'am.
It's starting already, guys. I cannot speak.
Huzzah.
You know.
I'm going to pull up your stream, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to put it on my phone.
Pretty. Oh no! Seriously, again. Yep. I forgot to set it on the lowest latency, so they have a little bit of a latency, but that's
okay.
not. It's a Q&A, so that's not too much of a problem.
Absolutely.
So anyone in chat, if you have any questions for either me, Sarge, maybe even for Mr. Fox, let them know. Throw them into chat, and yeah, you know the rules. Inappropriate ones will be ignored.
And I can answer a few for Jodes, but you know,
yeah,
if you have those questions too.
Well, I did wanted to have Jodes here as well, but she was at work, right?
Yeah, she's doing her thing.
She's doing her. What is her thing actually?
She works for a company that does aerospace stuff for them, like the military, etc.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's the HR manager. That is
what?
Human resources. Human resources. Basically, they're the ones that do all like you get hired in. They're who you see. They give you all here's all the guidelines and the books, and you know, like the main person that does all the administrative stuff. That's them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Galen has a question already. Are either of you going to be playing the Hogwarts game when it comes out in February? I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but it looks fun. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan myself either, but the game looks awesome. So I'm probably gonna play it, yeah.
We are Harry Potter fans, and we're gonna play it.
Nice.
I can't wait.
Have you got the early access?
No.
Not?
No.
Aw.
No, I haven't.
Me
is
neither.
It on Steam? Or is it just on PlayStation?
I think it's on Steam, the early access.
If it's on Steam, I'll go check it out and see if it is, and if so, yeah, then definitely. But I thought that they were doing that for PlayStation only, but maybe I'm wrong on that. So.
I thought. Let me check, cause Hogwarts.
I definitely want to play it. It looks super dope. I was watching some gameplay videos of it the other day with the developers, and it's like open world. You can fly your broom and your mounts and all these other things, like pretty much anywhere. So it looks really cool. This is the behind the scenes look, chat. If you ever wonder why me and Jodes don't stream together, that's because that is her place right there. Yeah.
Because there was a way to get like 2 weeks early access, but I can't really. Oh, that's with the collector's edition.
Oh, okay.
Deluxe, digital, and collector's editions get 72 hours, so not 2 weeks. 72 hours early access.
Yeah.
If you order it through them. I didn't do it because I probably have enough games.
You can never have enough games. What are you talking about?
True. I got Spirit of the Island from you guys, which is awesome. I really want to play that game, and I was thinking that I would buy it if YouTube pays out, but they didn't. Not before Sarge gave me. So thank you, Sarge, for that. And I also got a game from Wes, Bear and Breakfast. And I got a game from Mr. Fox, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so I will be very
Ooh.
busy.
Ooh.
I will
You
be
know what's
very
funny
busy.
is Assassin's Creed Valhalla is free to play right at this very minute. I
Oh, really?
literally read that before we got talking. Yeah,
Seriously?
they've got like but it's only like for like 3 days or something. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I bought it in,
Good game.
or Mr. Fox bought it in sale for only 20. So that's
That's
good.
good. That's a good price. That's a good game.
It is, it
It's a real
is.
good game.
It might be one where
Um,
I'm gonna go for all the trophies again. Might.
there you
Not
go.
sure.
So what game are you looking forward to most in 2023 that you know of at the moment?
That I know of at the moment. Well, that's actually a game that not a lot of information is coming out from it, but that's Doki V. That really
Okay.
looks like a game that I would love. It's again, there's not much information of it, but it's just like cute Japanese and all colorful and
Is it in like the Tokidoki type series type stuff?
Tokidoki. What?
Yeah, there's a Tokidoki. It's Japanese animation type stuff, and it's a game.
No,
Kind of.
I don't think it's that, but it could be we're talking about the same thing.
Uh, I mean, I just figure it's some kind of spin-off of that universe. I'm actually looking forward to Starfield. Oh, no, 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 no. No, that's almost like Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not about Pokemon. Or it could be, or there's so not much known about it. That's the whole thing,
Nice.
and I found out about it like a year ago, and there's still no information on when it comes.
Huh.
What are
Yeah, I'm
you
looking
looking
forward to
forward most? Oh,
Starfield. Yeah.
Starfield.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a huge like I understand there's lots of bugs with Bethesda games, but let's be real. They're kind of the king of RPGs at the
Mhm.
moment, and I'm excited to get into it. It's space. It's supposed to not be just Skyrim in space. Basically, it's supposed to be a bigger, better version because they've been working on this for 10 years. So
Okay.
hopefully, fingers crossed.
Hopefully it will come. Hopefully it will
Yeah,
come. But actually,
supposed to be
Hogwarts
February.
Legacy is one I'm looking for as well. I'm just
Yeah.
more looking forward to Doki V, but that's maybe because there is not much information of it yet. That might be.
Hang on, I'm just I was telling Jodes, I just texted her and told her that you were live now. Maybe she'd come over and show some love.
Maybe she
She's
will.
driving at the moment doing
Ah,
something, but we'll see.
okay, okay. So I
So,
was wondering if you're
yes.
looking in your early years, like say the first 20 years of your life.
Okay.
What was the most impactful, happy moment that you had?
Um, I remember I don't think there's a one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but my grandmother used to live down the road from me when I
Oh,
was
cool.
young, and like literally like a block. And every Thursday we would go to her dinners, and she was a she's from the South here, and we would have this. Well, first of all, my grandmother had 13 children. Okay,
That's like
so
mine.
huge, huge, huge family every Thursday, and this woman would cook collard greens, beer battered chicken, uh, fried potatoes, pinto beans, dumplings. I mean, you name any Southern favorite cuisine, it was probably there. And every Thursday we'd have it, and there would be like I don't know, 100 and some odd people in the house at all times, and they would have to rotate. We would go to family reunions and wear like a shirt like this, and it would say her last name here, and then on the back it would tell you the relationship to her. I mean,
Seriously?
yeah, we'd have over
Wow.
4,000 people at the family reunion. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like
okay.
literally, because they all had kids and they all had kids, and and I'm a grandchild, so and it's just I loved it because my mom and dad and her and all my aunts and uncles and all my cousins, and like we'd all go out and play, and we'd play like softball, or we do some football, we do some frisbee, and it just I don't know.
Cool.
Like I miss all that. She passed away in 97. I was
Aw.
already in the Marine Corps. She lived a like 91 or 93. I can't remember which years. She was born in 1908 or 10. I can't remember. I think it's 10.
Okay.
And I mean, she's amazing. She looked like Tweety Bird's uh mother. Like, no, for real. Like, the bun, the little outfit, and she had a bird that she would carry around in a
Oh my
cage like that.
god.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And it's just like, but no, she's like 4'9" mini at her tallest. And
Wow.
but she was such a sweet woman. She would quilt like once every 2 weeks, a king size quilt, and she always had these projects because she was like Southern Baptist and all these other things, and she'd give them to people at the church and things of that night. Like I said, sun tea every day. You could go down to grandma's, and just I don't know. She's a lovely woman that had a really good heart. I don't think I ever remember her being mean or having a moment where it was like drama field or anything. Now, granted, I was a child, but like, you would see something and like, no, not with her, man.
I have
She's
a
just
really silly favorite moment with my grandmother.
go for it. I like to
Well,
hear it.
I used to sleep over a lot with my grandmother. My dad and my grandmother were not that great together, but he would still let me
Mother-in-law,
sleep at her with her and everything. What did you say?
mother-in-law for him.
No,
Is
his
it, or
mother.
was that his mom? Okay,
That
all
was
right. I was
his
just
mom.
making sure. Okay,
Yeah, some stuff happened, and yeah, stuff happened.
all right.
But anyway, I used to sleep over with her, and when there was a football game or soccer, if you call it like that, I don't know. But anyway, it was, I think, the Netherlands against Germany. I'm not too sure which one it was, but she would always have an empty bottle of Coke. Why
Okay.
an empty bottle of Coke? Because she would like to throw that bottle onto the ceiling and onto the floor and onto the ceiling and onto the floor all over again every time there was a goal.
That was her celebration. Just
Yeah,
throwing.
so I still remember hating football, but still loving to be with my grandmother when anything was going on with that, because I was allowed to just ram with the bottles on the floor or anything. I was just allowed to be crazy, I guess. I love
That's
that. I
awesome.
love that.
That's awesome. My the grandmother that I was speaking about, that's my mom's mom. And then
Okay.
my other grandmother, which was my dad, which that's grandmother Sargent, obviously. She taught me we used to watch baseball all the time.
Mhm.
One. And then number two, she taught me how to play poker.
Cool.
So yeah, like 5 card draw, nothing crazy. 5 card draw, rummy, Texas Hold'em, basic games.
I know
But
nothing about that.
yeah, I was like, I loved it. We would sit there. She could cook too. She was a wonderful woman as well. Very, very smart. Um, and she would just tell me stories about the family while we played. And we would play because I would stay with her during the summers, when I wasn't in school and stuff.
Mhm.
And because I had a lot of friends out there too, and so I'd stay with her, pal around with them, and then every like night we would have a dinner, and then we would play cards and watch baseball. And she is the reason why I have all the cats, because she had a Pekingese named Ming Toy, and it had an attitude, and it was I loved it. I remember when I was like 5, I asked her at the time, Grandma, and because I'm a stupid kid at this point. I'm still stupid, by the way, but I'm not a kid anymore. But I asked her, I was like, Grandma, when you die, can I have Ming Toy? Because you don't have any, it's just like whatever. But like Ming Toy was smart. Like you'd say, do you want a bath? She knew what bath meant, and she would go run off and hide or turn her back to you. And I have Cheeto, which is my Persian cat, and it's the same mentality. He is
Wow,
smart. He knows
nice.
what you're saying, and when he doesn't like something you said or whatever, like you say something crazy like I'll come over there and give you a big kiss on the face or something, and he'll go, "Pff," you know, like and then walk off. It's hilarious.
Wow. Well, I once asked my parents that because they had an insurance for me, health insurance, of course,
Excuse
I
me.
asked them if they got a new kid if I would die.
Yeah, because it's that kind of question because you don't know. You're a kid.
Are you getting a new kid when I die? Oh, I still remember my parents just being struck like, what? What are you asking?
Yeah. What is wrong with you again? We taught you better than this.
Hey, Mega Ryu. Hi, Ultra. Sorry if I'm saying hey late. It's just we don't want to go through each other and everything like that.
Hi, Dale. How are you?
So, okay, from streaming this year, 2022, what is your favorite moment that you can still remember?
Um, Man, that's a good one. That's an actually great question. I loved all of it because, as you well know, because well, you were the first person that really helped me do anything outside of mom. Um, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. Uh, like I was computer savvy, but I'm not streamer savvy
Mm-hmm.
basically, and didn't know all the programs and stuff. And so anytime that I've gotten to play with flippers or you or Derby or whoever you name who it is, I got to name that as my favorite because it's like this is the whole reason I did this is because well I like to talk. Maybe you guys have heard. Um, but at the same time this is the way I get to be social because I hate this state. There's not a lot around here where I'm at. And I mean, although it is more beautiful than being like downtown Indianapolis or something, um, as far as nature and aesthetically pleasing. But it's like, this is kind of how I get a lot of my social time out. I do go out with Jodes and we also do go see friends and stuff like that and everything. But like, this is the time that I get to do two things I love play video games or talk to people and put them together and so pretty much all of it really it's growth just like you it's been phenomenal this year and
It
man
is,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to next year because like now that I feel like okay the first I don't know what would you say 3-4 months when we first met that was establishing a foundation
Uh,
because I didn't know what I was doing. Let's be real. Go back and look at those videos. You'll clearly see that. And then to this year, the beginning of this year, all the way until probably monetization, like it was just let's take what we know and let's tighten this thing up and make it look and sound and the things that
mm-hmm.
you need better. And then let's start focusing on the better content and making sure we're engaging with the community
Yeah,
more
indeed, yeah.
because in the beginning I was so overwhelmed like yeah I'm playing games and I'm streaming I'm whatever but like you're overwhelmed with all the stuff that you don't know yet and you're trying to figure it out and whatever and it's like now okay I have a small handle on it. It's like okay let me try to make sure that the viewers see the most stuff and it's the best quality I can give them and they can hear the best quality I can give them and then at the same time now let's turn on the personality and the charisma and let's be entertaining
Yeah,
and
indeed.
start trying to grow that community and that's basically what I've tried to hammer down and I've done multifaceted as we're doing a podcast right now for me technically even though I know it's a
Yeah.
live stream for you um there's video games, clearly. You do hand pans and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's branching that out. You know, I
Yeah,
obviously have the music reactions now, and it's like I don't want to be one dimensional. I know you don't want to be one dimensional, but the channel is mainly gaming.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's
so
it's gonna stay gaming mainly anyway.
I'm probably going to create a separate channel for my music eventually, but right now, what I want to do is get that hammered out and have like a nice catalog, and I want to get a community for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because if I go over there, yeah, it'd be fine. I can make another channel, but it's like I'd rather. Okay, guys, now we're going to unleash it, and they can all see it. You guys have helped me grow this. Here's this big thing. You know, come over and and then have both, obviously.
yeah, indeed.
So,
We got another question from Mega Ryu. What is both of your earliest video game memories? Well, for me, my very first game I ever played was Pong.
that's a great game. That's one of the first ones I remember as well, actually. I've
Pong.
probably played all of them. I mean, like, as far as like ColecoVision and Atari 2600 and all
I
the way
can't
down,
say
like,
I've played them all, but I started with Pong.
yeah. Do you remember, was it Galactica? The one that had the little ship and there's like you were firing at stuff and then
Yeah,
like you could pick the
yes.
little people up
I
or
hated that game.
yeah.
I did. I'm sorry, but I did.
It's just one of the ones I remember. Pitfall, I think, on the Atari 2600, I believe. I remember that very well. I sunk so
Well,
many hours into
we
that.
had that Pong thing, and we didn't really have any consoles kind of stuff later on until we actually got a Game Boy Color, I think, and then like the DS and stuff like that. And later on, I bought my own Xbox 360, I think it was, but I'm not too sure. And that's when it actually started, because that before that it was all hand console kind of gaming.
Mine was, and I think I said this in Mom's podcast, but it's still very very true. So the grandmother that I lived down the street with, well, not live, but would visit every
Mm-hmm.
day. There was an apartment complex behind her, and these two kids, they were Asian, and I guess they didn't get good enough grades or something. I'm not even trying to be funny with this. This is like very stereotypical sounding, but it's true. They did something that displeased mom and dad, and they had a Super Nintendo when it had first came out, and it was still in the box, everything. And
Okay.
their parents took it to the trash, and I went over and saw that, and she, because the mom was out there, and she put it on top, and I was like, "Are you throwing that away?" And she's like, "Yes." Basically, the kids didn't get good grades. That's exactly what it really was, and I don't know what the grades were. I didn't get into it, so I took it down to my house, but then I had that lady tell my parent, so they didn't think I like just went and stole it or did some crazy, whatever. And so Super Nintendo it was, and Mario everything, man. Mario Brothers,
Mega
the Plumber
Ryu is
Brothers.
asking if you mean Galaga.
Yeah, that's
Galaga.
Galaga. Galaga. Yes,
Galaga.
Galaga. Yeah, I do
Ah.
remember the other one though, where you're just shooting the whatever and um but yeah, Galaga was a good one.
Cool, 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 cool. Now another one. This could be a little bit of a strange one,
Okay.
maybe.
I like
Um,
strange. I don't know if you know this. I'm kind of strange.
well, that's why I'm asking it to you.
Yeah.
If my tablet wants to unlock. um, what advice would you give me as a non-army trained person?
What advice would I
As
give you?
in, what did you learn in your training, mentally or physically or whatever, that you think everyone else in the world should know?
Ooh, never give up.
Never give up.
Never give up. Because there's always a solution. It may be a tactful retreat, but that's not giving up. It may be, it may be, I would liken it because not everybody can envision military. So
Mm-hmm.
let's think of outside the box what everybody goes through. Everybody has like mental health or a problem in life or a goal they're trying to reach or something of that nature. And what I've always been trained is nothing is bigger than your mind. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And
Oh
no matter
yeah,
the
yeah.
situation, if you train it right, you can get through no matter what it is.
Oh,
Um,
I know that in
you know,
personal experience.
yeah. So I mean, I think that would be the thing because the Marines are very um well, when you get in there as a young like 18 or 19-year-old man or woman or whatever person, I guess I should say, um they take you, they break the person that you are and they build you up into the likeness and the likeness is point, we're attacking this, we're doing this, we're whatever, and whatever that thing is that you're doing, it's 100%. Like you're giving everything to it
Mhm.
because they want to instill like a mental and a physical muscle memory,
Mhm.
and then you just kind of do, and then everything, like they say, smooth and slow is like steady. Like basically, you're not rushing through it. You do everything, quickly, but it's just because it's second nature to you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it looks fast to other people, but you're just being smooth and steady with whatever it is that you're doing,
That's
and then
pretty
you're
much the same
achieving.
with my therapy actually. What my therapy learned me.
I mean, it's
Cuz
obviously a lot more aggressive and different
yeah, of
related, but
course.
yes, I mean they're like, "Get your ass,"
Yeah,
or
yeah, 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 yeah.
not quite that way, but but yes, that is actually it. The other thing I would say is this, and this actually came from a therapy session, but it's very true sort of with everything and as far as I'm concerned.
Mhm.
So, sun, right? I had a therapist explain this one time. The sun, let's say this is the evening sky over here and it's whatever. And these are like kind of take them like your problems, like the sun is your problems, People go chasing after those and what happens to the sun?
It will still go
It's tired.
faster.
It's tired. It's about sleepy time. It's dropping, right? It's
Yeah.
tired. You whatever, and they go chasing it into the darkness, and then you get lost,
Mhm.
right? Why not get a good night's rest, face it head on as it comes early in the day, and get
Yeah.
out there and not be in the dark and ask questions and ask for help and don't be afraid to talk about it just because like you're a guy because there is a stigma, at least over
That's a
here
nice
anyway.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I learned a way to explain what's pretty much going on into my head with my borderline and everything. Pretty much, if anyone is asking me, what do you feel or whatever in certain situations, but I basically see my borderline as a raging dog. I've got myself and a raging dog inside of me. And in the early years, that raging dog would take over and just explode. All the
right.
emotions would come out. I would start screaming, start getting angry, and everything like that. And with therapy, I learned to put a leash on it. I learned to put a leash on that dog and hold it with me before I even react. So my first thing in my mind is pretty much getting that leash when I feel triggered or anything like that. I get that leash and I pause. I'm like, okay, don't react yet. This is your first thought, your first explosion. Let it cool down a little
Right.
bit. And sometimes that takes maybe half a minute, and then I can pretty much make things. Yeah, how do you call that? Relativeren, schat. I
Don't
get
cuss at me, lady. Kidding.
no, but I can see things in a different perspective. I actually can keep hold onto that raging dog, so I'm not gonna like explode on someone or be very angry about anything, because I try to keep that with me, so to say. I don't
Right.
try to immediately react, because I'm trying to find a example for it. Like, if you would have triggered me with something, I would just be silent for a little bit and think about it, and literally be like, okay, in my mind, I think Sarge means it in this way. But is it actually gonna be meant in that way? And I try to think about different meanings, different intentions, and all that. And eventually I'll be like, well, there's a million intentions, there's a million reasons.
Yeah,
Let's just ask him.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, going to the source is always much better than you speculating, because my mind is very much like that. So
Yeah,
you
but
tell like
normally I would
the-
just have attacked you. If you triggered me, I would just
yeah,
jump on it,
yeah,
and
yeah, and
yeah,
then
that leash is
blurt out
helping.
something. Yeah, and if you thought you were hurt, you would blurt out something hurtful, or or
Indeed.
you would fire back or something. No,
Exactly.
no, I totally get it. So with me, it's like very similar. You say something to me instantly, if it triggers something, like, you go into like a
Yeah.
defense and a mad or a
Yeah.
hurt or a whatever, and then you're like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me think about this for
What's
a minute,
going on?
because I
Yeah.
know her, and I know. So, like, okay, maybe she doesn't mean it that way. She just phrased it wrong, and then I took it offensively. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Mhm.
I've learned to do that over the years because, like
Same
you,
here.
I was
Yeah.
very well. I mean, not that I'm going to get into it, but like I told you about like my childhood,
Mhm.
and so that was a response. It was always a response of um, defending and violent thought,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
whatever,
get
even if
it.
that's
I get it.
just like cussing somebody out, you know what I'm saying, or saying something mean back. It doesn't even have to be like violence. It just, something where you're like, oh, I didn't like how that sits, so here, you take this, and
Yeah,
and
indeed. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Indeed, indeed.
Let me ask you a question, and it's
Sure.
unrelated, but I have to ask. So,
And that is.
what is your favorite meal in 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 your culture, as far as Dutchland and all the other happiness, and
As in
like,
Dutch
what is
food?
something? Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I want to learn something new, because of course, like, what is it? What's it called? And then what is actually on the plate? You know me, I love food.
Yeah, well, my favorite thing would be my grandmother's recipe for wortelstampot. And I said it in Dutch, yeah.
Yes.
Wortelstampot. Stampot
Okay.
is you can make it with a lot of different things. Like you have andijviestampot, wortelstampot, boerenkoolstampot, all kind of stampots. Stampot is mashed potatoes. Like
Okay.
you just cook your potatoes whole without the skin. You cook them.
Okay.
You put them on your plate. You smash them with a fork.
Okay.
And then you pretty much just dump your greens on it. Like wortel stampot is carrot, so it's
Okay.
with mashed carrot in between or through it. Also onion. I think my grandmother used milk as well, but I'm not too sure. It's pretty much just mashed potatoes with carrot, onion, and some salt. And
Nice. So,
most of the time, you serve worst, a sausage, something like a sausage. You serve that as well.
nice.
Mostly
Nice.
you put like a little mountain of the stampot, and then you put the sausage on top.
Okay. No,
May
see,
oh
that's
wait,
awesome, because
I can send you I can show you a picture, I think.
yeah, because see, it's like, no, I mean, it, like, you explained it pretty clearly. Like, obviously, I'll look at your picture, but like,
This is with
that is
meatballs. Oh,
meatballs.
yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that looks good.
Come
Back it
on.
up just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it keeps
wortelstampot.
going blur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I just love the one benefit of streaming at all and then having community and then being connected, just kind of like you and whatever. I don't know how many prior to you streaming, how many Americans did you talk to on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, none.
Exactly. And I know, well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I wasn't talking to anybody in, you know, anywhere in your vicinity, anywhere in the UK, anywhere in the in that area
Well,
or
I do have two
anywhere in the world.
ex-boyfriends in Denmark,
Oh, well, there you go.
so
I mean, but like, I mainly was, you kind of get in a bubble and, like, well, this is what you're used to and everything. But it is so nice to, Flippers, you or Lunas or Booster
it's
or
all different cultures.
just yeah, yeah, exactly. Stormy and all these different, people. Now, granted, some of them are all together, but like, what I'm saying? It's like the Carol, a lady that comes to my stream, she's in the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Cool.
and then you learn and pick and see and all this stuff of all this awesome culture and food and community and things that's slightly different than what you probably do in your own life, different foods and different ways to do stuff. But like, I love it, man, and that's one of the biggest draws to me for it is being able to, like, example with you right now, I'm talking to some lady clear across the world today, you know
Yep.
like, I'm not leaving my room, but I am talking to somebody clear across the world. I'm making a connection. I'm obviously talking to you and the viewers too, but you just don't get to do that,
No.
on like a normal, like, if I went to go work at, I don't know, the mechanic shop over here, yeah, you're gonna run into some interesting people, etc. But
Mhm.
most likely they're all gonna have this kind of background, and this
Yeah,
is this
indeed.
is great because you get to learn a lot. Is my point.
Mhm.
So,
Cool. Cool. I did have a question, but I forgot it already.
oh, sorry, I talked too long, Chad. I talked too long,
No,
chat.
no, that's not it.
Sound
That's
the
not
war
it.
horn. No. Oh, wait. It's not my stream. It's not my stream.
Oh, wow. 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 What was your first impression of me?
Um. Well, you were friendly to me, but I wondered in the beginning because I didn't know how much you did and didn't know of English, how well we were going to communicate. That's number one because I knew nothing of that over there, and I was like, well, I'm going to be worthless on this, so I gotta hope she knows English. But and that's I wish I knew another language too. To be fair, I probably Spanish because that's a little bit more prevalent in this area, or at least the states. But like, I would love that. But like personally, because I saw a picture of you. It was probably over a year now at this point,
uh,
and I was like, you don't know what people look like and, until I mean, obviously, I was on stream with my face and whatever, but some people like Casper and Stu, they started off without pictures and things like that, and you're
yeah.
trying to go off the voice. I expected you to be really tall. I mean,
And then I'm tiny.
yeah, you're tiny. Yeah, yeah. Well, you get stereotypes in your head because you're just trying to formulate. It's not a correct idea, but you're trying to get some kind of idea. I didn't know what color your hair was. I didn't know how tall you were. I didn't know how different, like, things were going to be. But like, no, I thought you were pretty nice. But I am going to say, because I didn't know you, I was like, she seems stern and to the point. But then I realized, no, that's
The Dutch
and
part in me.
yes, because Lunas, Booster, you, I mean, I know Lunas is a little, but like they're all sort of, you guys are all sort of in the same area. And I was like, no, that's just that kind of, like I had a gunnery sergeant. He used to scream and yell all the time. He was Italian, a Sicilian actually. And I realized after a while, he's not yelling. That's him talking. You'd be like, Sergeant, I said to go do this and whatever. But like that's how he talked. it wasn't like he's screaming and yelling. It was, I mean, granted, it was the Marine Corps, but like I'm talking like during normal conversations, he was
Mm-hmm.
very, very animated. I mean, more so than me, which is hard to do, but like and very, very loud. 5'7". Brother he was a twin that was in the Marine Corps too. His family was connected to the Sicilian mob, real. I mean,
Okay.
very, very smart man, but like, you just like I said, you run into people and like I know everybody's different. It doesn't matter where you came
Mm-hmm.
from. But at the same time, you can see certain influences on people and you're like, okay, that's their normal. And then once I gather that in my mind and stop taking it personal, like we were talking about before,
Mm-hmm.
and realize this is just who that person is. It's not because it's me or this person or this situation. It was so much easier to navigate being around him and then figuring it out, and we became really good friends. He taught me so much stuff.
That's
So,
good. That's awesome.
hey,
And
what up,
welcome back,
S?
Ultra. And hey, Stony. Nice to see you. Yeah, I still remember my first impression of you. I didn't know any face at the moment, I think, or I saw you on camera. I'm not too sure. But that didn't really leave much on me, so to say. But what really left an impression on me is me trying to show you how Streamlabs worked. And you were really this exciting kid that wanted it to work right now. And why is it
Oh
not
yeah,
working? And before
yeah.
I told him to click something, he would click it. So he clicked me away and he clicked other stuff away. And I'm like, no, you need to go back. And
I'm impatient. Gotta have it
yeah,
now.
indeed. And I was like, dude,
Yeah,
just slow down.
yeah. I mean, and like, cause that is setting up Streamlabs when you have no idea what you're doing. That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
The scenes and building them and then making sure your sound and all the video
It's a
components, all the
lot.
stuff is there. It's a lot of stuff, man. And I was just like, mom was like, get with Minnie, blah blah blah, let's get this rolling, whatever. And I was like, okay. And then I was just like,
Let's do
I
this.
remember
Let's do
sitting,
this.
I had this little table because I'm completely different now. I had a little table, I have this monitor that
I
we're looking
started on the
at,
floor.
had a little cheapo camera, and I'm just like, I had the external speaker still, which is down here, by the way, which was terrible. Oh my god, it was terrible, terrible idea, chat. And like, just, and I was like, I was thinking to myself, please God, just let me figure this out. Let me fix this because I want to do this. I want to do it well, but I got to know what I'm doing. It's like, but at the same time, it's like, I wished I could reach through the screen or whatever and we could like shake hands or something. And then like I would absorb the knowledge. Yeah, I mean, she's going to choke me, but like, because I was like, okay, what do we do now? Where do I go now? Oh, am I not supposed to click that? Oh, well, I click this. And it's, you know,
Yeah,
yeah, it
I
was,
remember. But that was an awesome time as well. Really,
yeah,
really.
it was a
Yeah.
good time. It was like, it was an introductory, like, because it's not like you spent day after day after day, but I think we
No,
did spend a couple, I don't know, maybe a week's total overall this
something like
time. And I'm
that.
like, yeah, and I was like, okay, now what do I do here? And you're like, oh, it's simple. You just do this and this. I'm like, okay, and but like once you learn the program and all this other stuff, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I know what's up. All right, I got it. But it was all and I tell people this all the time. You and mom were instrumental for helping me get to where I'm at today because without the knowledge, the kindness, the knowledge, and the the donating of your time in order to help me get to something more presentable than what I was doing, um instrumental. I can't be more appreciative for that. And so, all the, I know I'm not trying to be funny, but I know that I'm a bigger channel right at the moment.
You're gonna
But
start about that, huh?
hell yeah. But uh but it's because of what I learned from you. And to be fair, you should have been monetized well before me. because you got the know-how. You know what's up. You know you have like the pretty screen. Like, granted, I realize you did do all your monetization stuff now, but like prior to that, everything looked good. Everything sounded good. The games you're playing are very popular with certain niches, of course, like your Pokemon and things
Yeah.
like that. And it always blew my mind. I was like, how in the hell, But each their own. We're all here now, and it doesn't. I don't care about like, oh, I've got 2,000 subs, and you've got, let's say, you've got, I don't know, 1,500. Just example. Like that
Oh,
doesn't
not
matter to
yet.
me. What matters to me is, does yours look good? Does yours sound good? And are you having a good time while you do it?
Yeah, indeed.
And that's it. And then I want everybody else to be in our same realm. Everybody that that wants to do this, that are friends to our channels, etc. And
Yeah.
I want them to grow and win and whatever. And I've always thought that. I told you that from the beginning, that I didn't think it was a competition, and it never will be to me. But I told you,
But you
and
had
this is
to.
true.
You had to, like, so as we call it here in the Netherlands, lekker invrijven. You had to like rub it on a little bit.
Yeah. Well, chat, I did tell her that this is probably right before monetization for me. I told her that my goal, because she was the person I knew, and this is outside of Flippers. Hey, Flippers, I see you there. This is that I wanted to try to surpass you, or at least catch you.
Yeah.
Because it was a goal I'd set in my mind, just because at the time you had a lot more subs and a lot more stuff than me at one point. And it's like, it wasn't like, haha, I'm going to show her. It was just, you know what? I felt like it was, Minnie, more so than anything. You taught me well, and look at me now, and thank you.
I was very happy to help, but I should have done it. No.
Now, if you want to talk about instrumental and the guy that carried me in a backpack for probably 7 months, that's Sir Cackle, because we played all the time. He introduced me to
actually
the majority.
he's saying that's a lie, chat. That's why he doesn't play with me that much anymore. You're too big for him now.
That's right. We don't need the cackles anymore. Dude, I promote you everywhere. You shut your mouth. I do.
I wish I didn't help, he says. Wow.
Wow. No, but real talk, like, Flippers and you, like you getting me set up and somewhat together, and then Flippers added his knowledge with stuff with sound and things like that. And then I obviously went and did my own research, and I finally think I got a handle on that. And then him introducing me to the community for 7 months in a row, playing all sorts of games I absolutely hated, just because I was trying to, you're trying to fit in and do things, but you're also trying to get, like, I would watch a lot of his videos or your videos or whoever's out there. Obviously, yeah, there's Raptor and Derby and, bigger streamers, but I was looking at people that were near us, and I was like, okay, where are they at and what are they doing? And, the thing I learned most is that Flippers is a fraud. Squidgy does all the hard work. And he's just the personality. But then when he shows his camera, the first thing he wants to do is come on there and be shirtless. Wow, man.
I actually got that photo printed.
Yeah, you knew I was gonna take a shot, bro. But for real, it was like, let me see how somebody has been doing this for a little longer than me, but still kind of near me. Like, where should I be? And I was just trying to emulate you guys, man, to a degree, as far as a few things.
I'm gonna search that picture, by the way. I'm not too sure if it was this year or the year before.
And Flippers,
because I literally got it printed.
That's nice. Flippers, I love all the stuff that Squidgy did for you. The banner and all your emotes and your logo.
No, it's not.
Dude, it looks good. Great refresh, dude. Yeah, that and in your stories at work, Flippers.
So what I'm hearing is you're really desperate to play Valheim. No, what was it? Blechheim tomorrow. That was so funny.
No. Hell no. Look, and this is the thing, is that's the other side of it, and that's kind of another reason that it was good to latch on to Flippers, or however we found each other. It was because he was playing a genre of game that I had no experience in, because I mainly played consoles, and then up until recently, they didn't bring those type of games to console because it wasn't capable of running it or
Hmm.
doing any of the stuff, and
Yeah.
so um it was a good introductory to a lot of that stuff. Plus, all the great people that we've met over the period of time in streaming. Whether it's Papa K or Derby or Crimson or
Yeah.
you or him or whoever. Just exampling.
Wait a second.
And
Mr. Fox, could you get
oh,
the other photo album? Yeah, of last year.
yes, I
It's
used him, chat.
it's in the thingy maboober closet
Rode him
thingy
hard.
maboober. Oh, he's got all the cats on him, so he's gotta like take all the cats off him.
Meow, meow.
But I'm gonna show the picture.
Yes, please do. Yeah, we got to see that cackle.
The cackle photo. It is in the yearbook, yeah. Yeah.
Now, I
He's gonna
also
get
will
it.
be remiss if I didn't tell you how instrumental Jodes has been. Because in the beginning, now I do all this stuff now and I understand it and know it and whatever, but I had to obviously teach her too. But like all the work, with the links and stuff, like when you're putting exclamation mark many and all that stuff in Streamlabs and all that,
Yeah,
all the commands and all that stuff, and just tolerating my irritableness because when the sound didn't sound right and things like that. Like, hey, look, she's super instrumental, and I would be nowhere without her. So
that's nice.
Find it, Minnie. I'm over
Yeah,
here
I'm
entertaining.
searching for it. I'm searching for it. Okay.
Da, 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 da,
I need to have
da.
it somewhere. Hey, Private Tomcat is here as well. Yeah, I've got all kinds of pictures here. This is a book that I keep with me. I write in it every week. Put some pictures in it as well. It's just big memories stuff. Come on, Flippy. Where are you? Get ready for the nudity. Wow.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to say.
You can send those private photos over, Flippers. It's fine.
No,
me.
please don't.
Just to be clear.
Yeah,
To
please
me,
don't.
to be clear.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
man.
Where is it?
The other thing I learned from Flippers was how to cheat in a game. Especially when it's in Valheim and you want to build your mansion, or if you want to do Elden Ring and you want to be like 150 levels to show everybody else how much greater you are than the partner that's trying to support you during the video game. Because he picked a
Wow.
role of a game, or he picked a role in the game that was to support the the main guy at the time, and then this guy boost up 150 levels, and then once he beats the game because you're still severely under level because you didn't cheat, then he's all like, I'm done. Yeah, there he is. Woo! Hell yeah. I got you, dude. I love you. That is awesome, man. Oh my god. That's awesome.
You saw a
I'm
penguin in the
glad
shop?
that
That's nice.
Hey, do you have your squirrel Keeney?
Yeah, I just came. I did have a picture of that as well.
I just wanted to see a picture of not obviously you in it. The picture.
Well, it is a picture of me in it, but it's not showing much.
I mean, I was gonna say, well, don't show anything you don't want to show, but like, I just wanted to see what it looked like. Oh well, I mean, it's okay. Nice. That's awesome though, because we always joked about it, but I'd never actually seen a picture of it. That's what I always said. Show me your squirrel Keeney, and just like mom in her Valheim bathing suit, So Oh my god. That's awesome. I can't believe he put that on Streamlabs. And- That's
Well,
awesome,
he did.
Squirrel.
So,
Yes'm.
what would you describe as your morning routine? As in, what do you do as your morning routine?
I open my eyes, chat, and then I think to myself, well, I didn't die in my sleep, so I guess it's time to get up and do this shit again. I mean, no, I get up, obviously I have my vape. I have a coffee, most days. Turn on my computer, turn on studio just to see, if I'm looking streaming wise, just to see where things are at.
Mm-hmm.
I go to some channels in the morning, and when I say morning, I'm talking about like noon. Okay, because I stay up late. I'm part vampire. Turn on some channels, say hello, get ready to stream. I mean, that's kind of the gist of
Sarge
it
is
for me.
going red. He's embarrassed. Jotes is going to tell him off. But that's a pretty nice morning routine.
I mean, it's nothing. I wish it was more like I opened up the balcony, the patio door to the balcony and saw the mountains and the grandeur, and I was talking to an owl out in the forest. But it's not. It's
Yeah, mine is a
very.
little bit more busy. I pretty much wake up when Mr. Fox wakes up to get ready for work. First, I go sit down with a little tea and with some cuddles from Skittle, because normally she lays next to me when I'm waking up, so she comes with me. Then I normally check YouTube on people streaming. Most of the time, the Beacon of Nick is live, or Corruptor sometimes is live. Then I just put one of these streams on and start doing some stuff for the pets, like getting fresh water for the cats, getting fresh water for my snake, getting fresh waters for the sugar gliders, getting the air bowls clean, everything like that. So it's a little bit more active, I guess, but
She does make the coffee.
Hey, Jones!
Yeah, she's
I
in
make
now.
the coffee.
I gotta stop lying now, chat. It's all ran by her. It's all smoke and mirrors like flippers with Squidgy. Now they know.
Oh my
I
god.
also listen to a lot of music, all day long, but specifically when I get up, I'm jamming something. Well, you
Cool.
saw that earlier, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Cool,
that's it though,
cool.
man.
So you really
Then
just wake up at noon?
well, because I stay up until like 4 in the morning.
Ah, okay, okay.
Usually. That's the reason that is, and it's not because I'm some lazy slacker. Well, it is, but the other side to that is because most of the jobs I had in the government were like overnight,
Mhm.
and I kind of got on that routine, and I
You're
really
just
just never
used to
broke
it.
it. And my mom is like a huge night owl. My dad is the opposite. He's the early bird. And so I used to be both. I used to do both of those, and it's like, nah,
And
I'm good.
indeed, I have seen Squidgy.
Yep, I've seen Squidgy. She's a lovely looking woman. A great catch for you flippers. You lucked out.
Jodes, your man has been asking to see other women in their bikinis.
That's right. I saw her. Well, I asked to see the squirrel Keeny. However, her ass was in it. So I didn't know she was actually going to be wearing it. But no, it's a hilarious story. Obviously, I can't remember what stream we were on. Was it the ATS streams we were talking about that?
Yeah, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Give him a slap on there. She said, "I heard." The good thing about Joe's is she's not a. That is the one plus. I love you, wife number 4. You
Wife
are
number
not.
4.
Yeah. No, she's just really
4
mellow,
keer is
man. And
scheepsrecht.
I don't know what that means, but she cussed you out. Uh,
Pretty much 4 times is straight to the point. But it's a saying here in the Netherlands. Oh, no, I still forgot to bring those with me. But anyway. I have a book, or actually a calendar that has the Dutch sayings and everything translated in really bad English.
You're gonna have to send me pictures.
Well, maybe Mr.
Pictures
Fox
or-
will bring them.
It's
The
like, I've got cats
Schurkelenders.
on me, lady.
Yeah,
17
he's
cats, a
gonna
gecko,
bring it.
4 flying squirrel, you know, fish.
Ah. Oh, you
Let
can't
them-
read that. Let them
Yeah.
a poopy smell.
I mean, I can read it clearly, but yeah. That's
Let
awesome.
them a poopy smell. Well, for example, what sits your hair nice?
Yeah, okay.
It's
no
like your
idea what
hair,
you said.
your hair is nice, but
Oh.
we
Oh.
in the Netherlands say, wat zit je haar leuk? What sits your hair nice? Because
Takes me all
your
day
hair
to
is
work
sitting.
on this chat. Because it's sitting a certain way. Nice.
Hold this even up.
I can hear him laughing.
Hou eens even op. Hold this even up. Anyway.
What does that mean, Minnie? Share with your English viewers.
Oh, just wait.
Ah.
Something like that. It is difficult to actually like correctly translate that stuff because it's pretty much typical things we used to say and literally translated into English. Let them a poopy smell is something like do your best. Laat ze een poepie ruiken. Let them a poopy smell. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Gooi je haar los, maak me gek. Loosen up your hair, make me crazy.
Oh.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a lot in this one. What is there on the hand? You look so sip. What is going on? You look so sad. What is there?
Ah.
What is there on the hand? You look so sip. Because we say, wat is er aan de hand? Literally translated is, what is on your hand?
Okay.
So that's why, what is there on the hand?
Do you have a heart on your hand?
Yeah, I do.
I thought I saw that, but I didn't know if you pinned that in or if that's a tattoo. So
That's a tattoo. I
Okay.
do have this one for like
Oh, you
I
have a
think
diamond
3
over here.
to
Okay.
4 years now, and I've got this one I think about a month ago now.
Okay.
The heart was
And,
done when the lines were done.
So you did your tattoo on your leg. No, I'm not asking you to show it. How long did that take you? How many sessions did you have that done?
Like the big leg sleeve?
Yeah, the big sleeve for your leg.
Well,
Hip area, whatever.
it took me a lot of sessions, but that was basically because it was really aggressive tattooing. It's not like putting gentle lines in. It's really just punching it in pretty much. So I couldn't really hold on for that long for a session. I think 2.5 hours was most, and I had 7 sessions.
Okay.
So it's not much
'cause
for what is on there, but
It looked pretty extensive, and it looked like it was probably going to take some time. And I was just curious. I've got tattoos, but they're here on these sides of my shoulder, and then the backs. I don't have anywhere else visible, but a lot of that was because I was in
I've got corruptor
law
tattooed.
enforcement and military. You have a corruptor tattoo?
I've got a corruptor tattoo. Yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
I do actually. I'm not sure if I can make it in the screen, but
Oh my god, here we go. Hey! Nice.
But it says
Nice.
meow instead of corruptor.
Yeah, I see the meow. Oh man.
Well, it's not just punching in the colors, also the deep black work.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've got tattoos. The ones that were more painful are the back here because you get your shoulder blade and stuff like that.
Mm.
I've got a scorpion on one side. That is my dad's astrological sign, and then the other side I have a huge Masonic tattoo. And then over here I have a Grateful Dead bear that has a clover for my grandmother, and then over here I have my daughter's name. So
Yeah, I've got a whole sleeve on this arm.
I want to get a sleeve, but I just haven't done that as of yet because I'm waiting for all the membership money. No,
Well, the corrupted tattoo is actually a pretty cool story because I think I thought about it maybe only 2 weeks after corrupted started streaming. Like really fast, I was like, "Oh, I love that logo. I want to get that tattoo." And I already said it like in a fast thought to Mr. Fox, like, I might be getting that as a tattoo. And he's like, we'll see. Later on, like a few months later, I still had the same idea. I just didn't want the name Corruptor on it. So I thought about making that a Mew. From Mew for my channel and the logo from his channel. But then I still, at least in my opinion, had to ask for if I could use his logo as a tattoo. So I went to Corruptor and I was like, am I allowed to get your logo tattooed, or do you not like that? He's like, what? What are you doing? But he let me do it.
So you had mentioned that I think it's in your mods Discord, that Corruptor was like your best friend, streaming wise. How did you guys meet, etc.?
How did we meet? Oh, I'm not too sure if I remember that correctly, but I think that was through Kijuni and Derby. Because back in the time, we used to do the VR chat stuff on Saturday night or Friday night, one of those two. And I think I met Corruptor there. We randomly started talking, and yeah, normal talking, but also be like, what the fuck are you talking about talking? Sometimes it still like clashes a little because yeah, his autism, my borderline, but we're always great. We're always good. It's always like, I know you don't mean it that way, and
Right.
all that stuff.
Corruptor is one of those people.
Sometimes we chat every day, and sometimes we don't chat for months. But we're still good friends, and we still chat with each other whenever we want.
The funny thing about Corruptor is, he puts I curse on stream, deal with it,
Mhm.
etc. And we all know that and everything. But like when you get Corruptor isolated like me and you are right now,
Mhm.
the man's a wealth of knowledge. He's very
Yeah, he
smart.
is.
He's very articulate. Um, he's got a lot of like just information out there. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That he can offer. And I love playing with Corruptor. Now I met Corruptor through Mom, obviously. Just like I met you and everybody else. But I think I met him much later. I didn't meet him with like I know that he palled around more so with Derby and Colt and
Mhm.
that sort of the house, where I was over here hanging out with flippers mainly, and a few other people out there, and so I went to his channel and I was like, I was just watching. And I was like, because I didn't know him, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna eventually, like, I'm gonna chime into the chat and whatever, and but he was very welcoming, and he was like, "Hey,
Mhm.
Sarge," or whatever he called me at the time, because I'm sure it was different than what he calls me now, asshole. But like no, like it just I I like his streams. I'm happy now that he has the better quality graphics card and stuff like that, so it
Mhm.
can look like he wants it to look, or at least closer to anyway. And
He
but
is Mr.
then
King.
I ran into Derby and everybody, and like everybody has been, there's probably been, I don't know, 2 or 3 people that's in the community. I'm like, they're just not my thing. It doesn't make them bad people. It just they're just not for me, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of the people that I've ran into, while very interesting and different from one another, like all of them bring something awesome to the table, and that
Of
includes
course.
you. So,
Of course.
but
That's awesome. Can you get your crocheted octopusy thingy boober again?
I was
See,
gonna come on like
guys,
this, chat.
that's what I made for him.
Me, I've got dreads too, chat.
You gotta get the other one, so it's a little bit more.
Yeah, man. That's terrible. I'm sorry to everybody down there that I just did that, but yeah, man. I love this, and then Jodes has one that's a little bit more khaki colored or whatever. I don't know which one we like. I picked one, she picked one, whatever, But
Mm-hmm.
I love that. My grandmother used to crochet. It kind of reminded me of that. My grandmother, Sargent, she taught me how to crochet. By the way, I don't know it like you do now. Yes, I saw that. Your new friend.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You know what? I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this, but like here in the States, that right there, I could see like uh a small niche for like maybe stuffed animal toys.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff that you can have like in the crib and things with them. And that's perfect. Because that's beautiful. I mean, granted, everybody could buy it, but like or little kids, or they want a
Yeah.
dolly or a stuffed animal or whatever.
Do you mean
I
lovies,
think,
maybe?
I mean,
Lovies.
mate.
That's most of
Yeah,
the
there's
time. That's a head with arms and then one big blanket.
yeah, I guess. I mean, but like
Well, I
even
love
the
making those.
yeah, I was gonna say even the toy that or the little stuffed animal you got there, like that's perfect. It's like those are great. I just think it's awesome that you
Well,
do that.
to be honest, I would not give this to a kid because of the eyes. The eyes can get pulled out pretty much,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
can
Well,
choke on
maybe
it. So most of the time I make something for kids, I make sure that I embroidery the eye, just like I did the nose.
yeah. There you go.
So there's no danger to it that way. But that's
Right.
only when I know I'm actually making something for a baby.
Yeah,
Those
I think
jellyfish
it's
are cool. Indeed.
yeah. That's what they look like, jellyfish, but they're supposed to be octopus. But I think they're an octopus. It's fine. I love both. Like I said, I love the colors. Obviously you're like, hey, what color do you want? Well, I want something that's
Camo.
military-esque. Yeah, camo and olive drabs and whatever. But like, I love it. I love it.
That's
My
cool.
little
That's
friend
cool.
sits over
I
there.
love making it.
They'll never be as cool as this, man.
Kudetama!
I have so much of this crap. You have no idea.
Show
I used
me.
well, I would, but I can't because it's all put away in boxes. But like,
Aww.
it's the little
Does
like. So
Mr.
I
Fox
have
count as a baby? What?
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah, I've got a lot of figurines and like stickers and shirt. I have a shirt with him on it, and
Cool.
just a bunch of like I've got little figurines like he's laying on a piece of bacon or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I used to collect. Have you ever heard of a Vinylmation? The Disney Vinylmations. They're all
No.
Mickey Mouse, but they're painted in different. Some of them are different. Like it's a
Oh,
Mickey Mouse,
yes,
but then
yeah.
it's like this is actually the Cheshire Cat
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Goofy or Minnie or whatever. Yeah. And so I
Dude,
used to
those are
collect
awesome.
those because I had a set that was steampunk. It was a set of
Ooh.
8, I believe, but the set itself was like $650 because it was all
Wow.
chrome painted and like it had all this special little stuff on it. And well, remember I had the rich wife at one point, so
I'm
you know.
actually collecting the Paw Pets.
Ooh,
There's a Dutch store where you can order them,
nice.
and they refresh the stock pretty often. So this is a hamster. I've got a rat cat. I've got a doggo.
They're kind of like Beanie Babies.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
A star.
Oh, there's a star.
And a
Just trying to hold all those in one hand.
dino. And there's still a lot in a big box that is for Christmas.
Here you go.
Yeah, I love those. I love those. I really do. I found them at Comic-Con this year.
Yeah, it's a lot of that stuff is expensive if you get enough of it. And I had probably 4,000 pieces at one point of just the Vinylmations because they have a chaser in them. I don't know if you're so like basically it's a special item that you're not guaranteed to get in every box
It's like a
basically
mystery
because
box.
they're all blind. All those are blind unless you buy a set. Everything is blind. You just buy the set of what it is, so you know you're going to get something of whatever that elk is, but you don't know what it is you're going to get. And then the chasers, like each chaser alone was like 150 bucks each.
Wow.
Like you didn't have to pay that, but that's what it would go for.
Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So, is there actually anything that you would say you're embarrassed of, but secretly you do enjoy it?
My whole life. Um, maybe singing.
Singing,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, like if I was to go out on a karaoke mic, like I think I would feel more insecure with that as social as I am. But I know I have a decent voice, but it's not like you're gonna get like Adele or
No.
somebody
Yeah, I get
quality,
it.
somebody good quality out there. But probably that. And if I had to liken my voice to somebody, probably Hosier
Okay.
when I'm actually singing. You even know who that is?
No.
He's an I think he's literally from Ireland, but he's popular across the globe. It's Hozier. He sings a lot of stuff out there, and he has "Take Me to Church."
Flippers.
What did he say? Begging. Oh
Hagging?
my God.
Don't.
Well, we do that in private practically every weekend.
I'm wondering, should I time him out now?
You do not want to know what that is if you don't know what that is. Don't go look that up, chat. That's yeah. See, that's what you get, flippers. You went too far. But
You don't
no,
want to
like,
know, Ultra. You
Yeah.
don't want to know.
Yeah. Just watch any Discovery Channel. You'll be fine. Yeah, probably singing. I mean, because like everybody, like Trev said this one time, he's like, I'm so amazed that you get on camera when you did as early as you did and have that like confidence. But like all my jobs are that I've ever had were behavior detection, customer service type, even if they were law enforcement. And so talking to people is the easy thing for me. Super easy. And a man and a woman have a great feeling for each other. And they love each other really, really well. Okay, they like each other enough.
Or they pay enough.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Kingbow, that you know what, Minnie, that is an excellent. The feeling that we were talking about earlier with the controlling, in your case, the borderline, and Papa K, he has the autism. I'm bipolar, so
Okay.
not that should be a secret. And so I listen to NF because NF, while he's a hip hop rapper, he doesn't cuss. He's supposed to be. He started off Christian. He still believes in the Lord and all this other stuff and everything, and that's his prerogative. We're not getting into the religion side of it, but what he did is he went mainstream, and now he talks about his mental health and his life and everything, and there's no profanities or any of that type. He doesn't have women dancing and all that. He didn't do any of that stuff. So I highly recommend you check him out because I got to tell you, he's the most relatable artist out there to that kind of person, which is a person like you or me.
Okay.
and many out there. And like if you actually watch, because the thing that makes him neat is if you go from when he started fully, not moments, but like his intro until today's songs that he has, which is what 12 years later, maybe
Mhm.
longer, 13 or 14. They connect. It's a continuous story. All
Okay.
his albums, and he has a lot of great music videos that help enhance your understanding of said story.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
I mean, again, I know it's not for everybody, but if you love NF, or if you've ever heard of NF, or if you're in, you're because he's got some sad ones and things, and then he's got a lot of them, that get you up and hype and whatever. But like, it's perfect. I highly recommend it to everybody.
Hello. What's going on here?
That's Running Wild.
Yep.
I
Something
gotta
like
make it or
that.
make it. Listen
Oh,
to NF Daily.
cool, cool. I can't
Yeah.
say that I listen to music daily. I can't
Oh
say.
man.
I crochet
That's
daily again, but
There you go. It's my therapy. This, believe it or not, music externally, and then this, or streaming or gaming or being social or whatever, it's kind of a therapy for me. Helps
okay.
me just kind of, get out there and do something fun and interact and bust out of the shell and being inside home all the time, and
Mhm.
whatever, especially considering the times that we've went through in the last couple of years. This has been great for me. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, there you got a cat again.
is that Skittle?
Yeah, that's
I couldn't
Skittle.
tell.
She
Yeah, I
is
thought so, but she's
sitting in
big.
the
Remember how little
cat
she
tree
was when
now.
you brought her home and so worried if she was going to
Oh
make it?
my
And then
god,
Mama
yeah, she
Minnie
was
nurtured
only
her
a
to life.
handful. She
Yeah,
was only a handful. Really
yeah,
crazy if you think about it, though.
super crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, but it was meant to be, clearly. She
Yeah,
found Mama
definitely.
Minnie, and here we are.
Indeed,
Many,
indeed.
how many animals do you have? Because I have 5 cats, so
All my animals?
yeah. I know you got a lot.
Well, there's still 10 outside, as in a few goldfish and koi fish. We've got 8 goldfish in the aquarium in the house. We've got 6 sugar gliders, a turtle with 5 guppy fishes, a hognose snake, 3 cats, and maybe some mice in the basement.
Hey, Floristic, what's up?
Hey, Floristic! Wait, she was 15? What? So small as she was, the monster she has become. True, true, true. Oh, she is
Choose
a
your.
real adventurer.
She's still sleep in your hood. She's
She
big
doesn't
for
fit
that.
anymore, but
Yeah, that's why I
she
was.
did go into my onesie in the stream this morning.
Oh, well, there you go. You play with him, you have to like be very careful, because when he plays hard, and he's not like trying to hurt you, but he's just like, you're like, okay,
That's
this is
Skittle.
definitely, yeah,
Skittle likes to like fake fight.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's he likes to just fight. He doesn't care. And he'll come over and be like, all right, let me cuddle. I need food.
Floristic room reveal, Sarge.
Well, what you'll see here in the background, Chad, is a mirror, or not a mirror, a lamp that the cats knocked over that used to be straight. There's the cat bed, and then that is Jode's minus the chair. That's her setup behind us, sorta. That's why we
Cool,
don't
cool.
stream together, because we'll echo.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll get our own rooms, and then it's game on, and it's over for you. No, just kidding. I didn't say it. No, but that is really it. It's just we're just so close to each other right here, and it's just like, I'd be like, hey, and it'd be like, hey, 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 and like, nah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm lucky that I've got a Mr. Fox who is like, I don't mind to put on a headset. Because he's right there.
Right. He's on the couch sleeping with 9 cats on him.
3.
Okay, 3. Fine.
Yeah.
Hey, and welcome back, Flippers. I see you're back from your timeout.
Indeed, welcome back, Flippers. You deserve that one. You know you deserve that one.
So let me ask you, in Dutch land over there and all that happiness, first of all, I assume it's aesthetically beautiful compared to where I'm at, but what is your favorite thing to go out and do?
What is my favorite thing to go out and do? Well, if you put my bed outside, I would go out and go to bed.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Sleep outside.
No, the favorite thing I like to do here in the Netherlands is basically going to like Comic-Con or other conventions, like the reptile conventions that I went to. I just try to look around and meet new people there. And sometimes if I want to, I make a video of it.
Yeah, as you should.
Indeed.
People would love to see. I told you this before.
Did you see my fancy goldfish store video?
I don't think I did.
Oh my god, it's over, guys. It's no.
Yeah. I don't think I did. I've watched so many of your videos, though. I was trying to remember. I was like, I don't know, because
I don't make that
that's
many
the thing
videos.
that's the thing that I. Well, I mean, I was watching shorts and stuff like
True.
that because you were doing all the Skittle stuff, and
Yeah.
it's like that's the thing that one, it makes you human, and you know, they can kind of see your life a little bit, and then if it's in another country that, in this case, I'm not from, I like looking around in the outside of your video, like, you know, all this stuff around you, and like, okay, what is she looking at? What is she seeing? What is out there? You know, is there mountains in the background, or, you know, whatever, you know, and it's like, me personally, the thing I like to do most, and that's why we want to get the hell out of the state, even though there are a lot of great places we can go. I like walking trails and getting out into the nature part of it.
Okay.
Not It's not like to get away from people, but there is a serenity in nature, and it's like, so I look at all that stuff in your video in the background and think, oh, I bet I could be up on that mountain looking over and just looking at the vast
Mountain?
landscape. Or,
There are no mountains.
I'm just saying example, you know, or like, oh, there's the Northern Lights or
Yeah,
whatever, you know, whatever, you know, and it's just like, that's what I do with people's videos, and I like vicariously kind of transport myself to them, you know, and like, okay, I'm here now in the desert where I want to be, you know.
Cool. Nice.
How much
So,
longer do you want to go? We can talk
until
as
we
long
fall
as you like. I
silent.
was gonna say I've got all day.
I got all night.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say it's what time is it here? 2:57 here.
9 p.m. here.
Yeah.
That is a difference.
I just don't want to keep you up past your bedtime, because I know you guys go to bed like what, 5-ish my time, so is that
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, true. Yeah.
close to that. What how did I'm gonna ask this. How did you and Mr. Fox meet?
Oh, Mr. Fox and I actually met through my internship because I was doing the laboratory school and I was studying microbiology. So I had to get a internship with microbiology, of course. And here, at least with my study, my school decided where you went to internship to. You could not choose or anything like that. You could give them a preference, but that's it. And they will decide where you go. So they decided that I had to go to Westerdijk. Wait. I had to go to Westerdijk.
Oh, okay.
I actually got a shirt from them a few days ago, but
nice.
I met him there because the place that my internship was, Westerdijk, is actually a co-building somewhat. it has 2 big research facilities in one huge building. And Mr. Fox works in the kitchen, in the lab kitchen. So he makes the media for the microorganisms, he makes the fly food, he cleans the glass materials, autoclaves those, everything like that. Like the voorbereidingen. Preparations, that's it. He did all the preparations for everything. So with my own research, I had like about 150 yeasts that I had to do 12 physical tests on. I can't say that word. Physiology.
Yeah.
That. Okay. I had to do that over about 150 yeasts. So I needed a lot of growing plates. And I had to order those at Mr. Fox. So that's how it pretty much started. I was in an open relationship and we were pretty much just friends. My relationship broke up and we were still friends, and I think 8 months later we were together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because
So,
I still
first-
wanted like time alone after the other relationship, and I didn't want to jump into a new relationship immediately after. Fly food?
Right.
What's that? That's food for flies. It's literally fly food. Food for flies.
Yes, but what is
Fruit. Fruit flies. Food
That's what
for
I figured.
fruit flies. They
And,
do research with these.
Flippers, just so you know, all night long. He's got some Lionel Richie there. And then I saw Floristic said something about we don't have the Northern Lights. It's more something for Luna. Well, yeah, I wasn't specifically saying her. I was just exampling there.
You're still wondering what is in the fly food. Are you allowed to say, Mr. Fox? Oh, you're gonna say in chat? They might even be able to hear you. Okay, he will type it in chat what is in there.
There you go. It's like, yeah, we hear you, but you know.
Yeah, so sometimes these recipes are like secret. So you most of them are not? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. No secrets, no secrets. Yeah.
Jodes and I met online through Facebook dating, I believe. I think it was
Really?
Facebook dating. Yeah. They have a
Awesome, because you don't really
dating
hear
thing.
much of successful stories about stuff like that.
Um,
At least not here in the Netherlands.
I mean, I don't know how successful it is or isn't for everybody else, but it's working out pretty good here.
Yeah,
Getting
that's
that right,
good.
wife number 4. That's what she tells me anyway, chat.
Don't jinx it.
She tells me we're having a good time. You can't tell by my face how good of a time I'm having. This prison. No, I'm just kidding. Get back to streaming. That's all you're good for.
Wow. Wow.
JK. No, I you know, Jodes, she is, and I assume this is who she was, but she's quirky, etc. But she is the perfect blend of just, she doesn't get, you know, she's just straight across. She's fun and stuff like that, but it's like it's not these okay, here's the thing. Wife 1, 2, and 3, you were all the same person with a different face. You know, I mean that's kind of, well, that's what I realized I was doing, is I was finding the same characteristics of a person. Then I realized after a while, you know, that the idea I had in my mind for who I am and the person I am, and someone that needs to be able to tolerate me. Just I needed something completely different, but she still has that lovely red hair I love, so it works out.
What is one thing you remember that That was kind of like your thing together. Because I remember with Mr. Fox that it all started with me stealing his jacket. I
She steals
remember it
my
started
hoodies
that.
regularly.
Hmm?
Anytime you see her, and I even bought her one for Christmas, and of course, all the rest of mine are still not safe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's how
but
it goes.
really, honestly, the thing that we connected a lot on in the beginning, I think, was we would sit down just like, and we would watch music together, like music videos and
Cool.
artists, like, whether it's like, I don't know, Eminem or Harry Mack or whatever it was. I would show her like Angelina Jordan. Maybe you've heard of her. Um, love her. Yeah. And so like I would share that with her, and then she'd be like, okay, well, I've got this. And we would probably the first, I don't know, 3 months of the relationship, that was basically like us going back and forth, like, look what I've got. I love this.
Cool.
This is part of my music collection, kind of thing. And it's just like I don't think I have found somebody that she's not like a clone of me and I'm not a clone of her, but that our ideals blend so well with one
Mm-hmm.
another. Obviously we have different approaches and things, and but like I think that's what it was. It's just like she's like, okay, our music, our lifestyles, our expectations, our goals, our dreams, all those things kind of meld really well compared to um past relationships. So
Yeah. I see that as well with my relationships. The thing that my previous relationships were lacking compared to a relationship with Mr. Fox now is just communication. Simply communication. And I kind of get
communication
it.
is the key.
You could not communicate with me in these times. It was just and that's it. You could not communicate with me. I was just a
Right.
time bomb.
Yeah, I mean, no, and I get that because I think the same thing for my previous relationships. Um, you've been a god in all your shut up. Stop your lies, sir. Um, flippers. Um, I know you do right by Squidgy because if you don't, she'll have your neck in a noose. But um, but like I had a lot of stuff like you that I had to sort out here to better understand me. And then after that, then I was like, okay, now I have to figure out find a person that will meld with that. And it's not like just, anybody. It takes a
Hmm.
certain kind of person. And
Yeah,
I think I finally found that and I'm couldn't be
that's
happier.
awesome.
Honestly couldn't be happier with that. And I think the majority of it was I had a lot of emotional lives. Like take me out of it. Just like normal day-to-day things. They were so
Yeah,
with things, and it's like, and that's just who they are. It is fine, but it doesn't go well with a personality that needs a more consistent
yeah, indeed.
pace,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me do all that, and then you just be this. We'll be fine.
That's how I see Mr. Fox and me right now. I'm the one who can't sit still, and he's the one who's just chilling.
That's basically me and her. It's
Cool,
just
cool.
separate
Yeah,
separate
cool.
sexes and people. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what it is. You need a grounding rod. That's what I call her. She's my grounding rod to basically.
Cool.
She just keeps me, you know,
Grounded.
s- seeming as if I'm second most handsome man on the internet, according to Flippers. I don't
Wow.
know, man. No, I don't know.
Wow.
What during your okay, let me ask you this. Here's a better question. For your streams now you're monetized. Now you
Mhm.
have your awesome look. Now you have an established base of, or at least plan of what you want to do. What is the next thing that you want to bring to your channel, or what do you want to bring more to your channel that you feel like is going to help you get to the next step?
Pooh.
Yeah, my question's not easy.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. Because, to be honest, I don't necessarily have a specific threshold or goal with my channel anymore that I want to reach. Because what I really wanted to reach is what I already have. So at the moment, I'm mostly just pretty much being happy with what I got. And just keep on doing the games that I like, doing whatever I like. I mean, I make that goldfish video because I wanted to make that goldfish video. I made the reptile expo video because I wanted to. Not because I have a specific reptile or fish channel. It's just
Right, right.
I like to make that kind of content as well. So maybe you could say I'd love to go more towards vlogs and just vlog whatever I do. But I'm not too sure if I'm actually ready for that yet. Since I feel like, and I know a lot of people have that, but I feel like my life is not that interesting yet, you know? Yeah.
Well, I know my life isn't interesting. Well, with your channel specifically, if that's what you want to do, I could see and I have no idea what you would call it, but like, even if it's just a series or if you make another channel one day down the road, I could see you doing like a creature feature kind of thing,
creature
minis
feature.
feature. Yeah. And then today, you're going to go walk into a reptile expo and you're going to go around and do your normal thing, and it's just like you said, a vlog of
Hmm.
your life, and you're going around, but it's specifically for whatever it is. But I think I'm going to lean into music because
Cool.
it's a love.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm going to continue. I'm really happy with the gaming and the videos, and obviously podcasts as we see here, and or live stream for you. um but I want to add another element, because I don't play an instrument. I don't have a handpan. I know Jode specifically wants to go back on
I've got
stream
something
and
in here.
use her keyboard. She can play piano and things. And what is that? Oh, it's a note. Okay. Yeah, and so like, she wants to stream it where you can see like her hands. Oh, that's awesome. But she wants to stream that part. Oh,
I can't do this.
faster, faster. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stop. Ah. Oh, anyway. But like she wants to stream the keyboard and stuff like that on the like you could see the keyboard where you see her hands, and then you can also see her as well,
Mm-hmm.
like her cat cam, because she wants to set the old camera I have up and be able to turn that on eventually, and then the kitties be in the bed back here, so because they're in there all the time. And so like she wants to do that. I think I just want to lean into some music and then continue the gaming route and growing that way. Like my goals, like I don't expect anybody to like have specific goals, and I don't have like, I got to reach 10,000 subscribe. Like that's not it. I want to
Mm-hmm.
figure out a way to be one less than be more than one dimensional, and then at the same time, because the reason I like that is because, again, just like this, you get a different view of me than you do when I'm gaming.
Yeah.
I'm usually pissed off because the game is hard and it sucks, and we're playing Valheim with flippers for the 27th time in a row. No, but like I play a lot of aggressive games and stuff like that, but that's only one part of who I am, and I like
Mm-hmm.
showing rest of those things, and I can do a lot of that through music, and I know that you can do that through hand pans and animal streams and all the different cool stuff that you do, and I know you got more talent, the crochet, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have those resources like she and you kind of do, so I'm like, okay, what do I love that I can bring out? And I think that's where I'm
Music.
going to try to go, is the
Yeah.
music side of things.
Nice.
So
Nice. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Hey, Callum. Nice to see you here. Mini for 1 million subs. Oh, I wish. You have enough with us. Well, I can say that I'm. How do you say that? I have reached what I really wanted to reach. And I have done what a lot of people told me I could not do. So I'm content with that. I'm happy with that. I'm proud of myself, and I just don't want to let it die, so to say. I want to keep on going and see wherever this is gonna go. Because
Right.
I don't mind if this is gonna be like 20 years long only gaming, and I don't mind if it's gonna become vlogs either. I will see wherever the ship is taking me.
Yeah, because I can. Well, obviously, being a little older than you, I can game for. Well, I mean, look at Da Vinci. I can game for many years, and like that's not taking a. It's not like I'm playing a sport where they push like a lot of the pro athletes out like in their 30s, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you can do that with gaming. You can do that with music. You can do that with playing hand pans and crochet and like I might. You want to know what I really want to do, Minnie? I didn't
No?
even say it, but this is the main
A
thing I really want to do.
bathtub stream.
No.
Oh.
Hot tub.
Hot
No,
tub.
yeah. I want to do a cooking thing.
A cooking stream. Oh.
Yes. I want to film not here probably, but in the future. I want to take a basic meal, something decent, and then I want us to cook it on stream together, me and her.
No,
And
you
then
you know what you should try? You should try making Dutch meals.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
try
I'm open
try
to all that.
making carrot stamppot.
Oh, well, that's why I was asking you, and that's why I'm always on the food because I'm looking for ideas because I love food. I love to cook. I'm not a great baker, but I love being on the grill. I want to learn the smoker, and then at the same time, I can actually cook. I'm not like
I
trained
cannot.
culinary wise, but like I do a pretty good job, and I would like to bring a few segments and see where that goes with that, and just see what people think. Because it is
Yeah.
something like food, music, gaming, and murder on gaming. I'm very passionate about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but
Cool. Okay, random question. What's the background on your phone?
I will show you.
I will show mine.
Are you ready? You're gonna love it. As soon as as soon as it comes up here. Hang on. Bum, bum, bum. It's well,
It's what?
it's it's just green. Yeah, it's just green. I had a
Do you
picture now when you
recognize
open.
this, by the way?
Is that Catizens?
No.
Is that Pusheen?
No.
Close to though. No, I don't recognize it.
Mulang.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. But my background
Oh,
picture is
Floristy got
actually
a timeout. What happened?
it's Jodes, by the way. Is my background. Nice
No,
picture of
can I
Jodes.
ask another one? Why did you join the Dutch side of YouTube? We might be in the same spot here, but still. Looking at Gameneer and some others, they all made big sub numbers, so why do you choose English? Oh, you mean, why am I not speaking Dutch in my streams and like Gameneer? Or Gameneer? Oh, sorry. Ahem. Another Dutch creator.
Right.
He does everything in Dutch, and Floristic was pretty much asking me why I am doing everything in English if I just could do it in Dutch. First things first, I hate Dutch. Second
Oh,
reason, with English, like almost everyone in the world will be able to understand you.
it's more universal,
It's
yes.
more universal, so that's why I like to do it in English, as well as if I did not do it in English, I would have not met this community or not be in the community because I was doing everything in Dutch. I would not fit.
Right. I'm
Screw your Streamlabs.
the one thing that I was and maybe you did it in the beginning. I don't know. I just was I thought you talked pretty highly of Booster, and I was shocked that you guys didn't stream more.
What do you mean? We didn't stream
I
together.
thought you guys were. Yeah. I thought you guys were like friends or maybe childhood friends or something
Childhood
like
friends.
that.
We pretty much
Yeah.
grew up with each other. The thing is, there a lot has happened with me and my family basically, and which made everything split. Pretty much everything split. I have not much contact with my family, and as well, Booster is not blood related. He is just the son of my father and mother's best friends. And they met each other because Booster's dad and my dad did the same study. So they met at the study. They were good friends. Booster's mother was even pregnant when my mother was pregnant of me. But that's all a different story. But yeah, we met through just because of our parents being friends, of course. And in the end, we didn't really have that much contact after I pretty much vanished out of the family. And yeah, I tried to get a little bit more contact, but I always knew that Booster is really an alone guy. He is not all too social, you know. He's not. How do you say that? He's an introvert, not an extrovert. So I'm not trying to say anything bad about Booster, because Booster is amazing. He helped me with a lot, and he is actually one of the people that got me streaming. So I am over the top about him. It's just he is so busy, and in the time that I started streaming, he was a lot in American time zones. He was doing a lot in the middle of the night.
When I saw Booster, we're talking 2018 or 19, probably closer to 19. Was during the pandemic, and the way I knew Booster was before Booster knew who I was, and that was because I was watching Raptors streams. And they were playing together all the time. And I'm not hating here. I just know in the beginning that was a huge boost for Booster. And it also helped him understand, because at the time I was watching, Raptor was still trying to talk him into streaming because he was still streaming with Thurston at the time. Raptor was. And that's how long ago this was. And so he was trying to talk him into it and get him rolling, and eventually he did do that, and then they were co-streaming a little bit for quite a while there and then I eventually, got into it myself, and then I met you, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's like, a childhood friend. I was like, oh, well, it's not like, oh, well, because he's from the same area, you guys all have to know each other, and no, but like, I just thought to myself, I wonder why they don't stream more often.
I think it's mainly because of two reasons. First, we don't really play much games that we both like and are multiplayer. And he does a lot in the evening and the night, which I kind of avoid doing. I think that's the most reasons, or the most likely, because I don't think Booster hates me. I know I don't hate him.
I was just saying, I don't get that vibe.
It's probably just the games and the timing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like you guys both like Horizon Dawn, things like that, but they're single player.
Exactly.
A lot of the games that you guys like together are single player games, and
indeed,
so there hasn't been like maybe I don't know, maybe he'll get into the Hogwarts Legacy. We could all play.
Maybe that would be awesome. Would be kind of cool,
because I think he has an interest there, and I know it's going to be an MMO. We'll see, but like again, I'm just thinking outside of of everything, but you're right. There hasn't been a lot of games that you guys both like that I've seen both of you stream at different times that weren't.
Unless they are single player, indeed.
I mean, there's like Valheims and things like that, but
yeah,
I don't know that Valheim's really for you either.
I have played Valheim, and I actually tried to push myself and play it more, but I couldn't just. It's just not my game.
Get into it.
And at the same time, so many people were streaming it. I was like, why would I stream it? Because everybody is already streaming it. Why do they want to watch me instead of Booster? I mean, Booster has 80 viewers on Valheim. I'm here, 2 viewers. Yeah, what does it have for me to stream something that I don't necessarily like, you know?
Right. Right. No, it makes more sense that way. I mean, and like when you like take Beaver for example,
Mm-hmm.
he has, I think, like 100+ police sim videos. So when he does, that's his bread and butter. And so when he does those, yeah, he'll get like Booster with like 80 people watching every,
Mm-hmm.
but he's on episode 100. So if
Yeah.
I tried it, yeah, I'm gonna have like 2 people. You know, I mean, just it just is what it is. People find their niches, and it's fine. My question to you was uh related to this. When I asked you to play Tiny Tina's Wonderland, because it's not your game. I know that. I understand that. I get that. What was the thought in your mind?
Well, first you go back to that raging dog and the leash. First things first, I just did not react at all. I was like, okay, Sarge is asking me to play this game. Let's see what it is about. So I clicked the link that you gave me, the trailer, and immediately, baby metal. I was like, my god, okay, they are using the correct music. Let's see. And I kept viewing the trailer. I was like, well, it's not typically a game I enjoy, but I do like the art. I do like the way they make this trailer and everything. So I'm gonna
That
try it
is
out.
that is specifically why I asked you on that stream or that game, is because the artwork I felt matched with a lot of things that you liked, and
Yeah.
then the music is pretty dope. It is a shooter, but it's not like Escape from Tarkov. You know what I'm saying? You're just respawn and come back in and play. It's fine, you know. And I thought, you know what? Also, it will give you exposure, kind of like with me with Valheim and things I'm not real good at either, to a different audience, and you know, kind of expand out. And then, you know, down the road, you may say, hey, look, Tiny Tina 2 is coming out. Sarge, do you want to play it? We might do that. I don't know. We may not. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's like I had a lot of fun with it. And I think I was listening. The thing that was funny to me, which probably wasn't as funny to you, is the frustrations, because you know you're trying to understand the
I
buttons and
died
what you got to
again.
do. Yeah. But like
Okay, I'm down again.
yeah, that is some of the fun of it though, because it's like you're only gonna learn by those little. I won't even call them negative experiences, but they're just like, this doesn't work right. You know, I got to figure it out. And then, like, you know, and then we get out there and then we destroyed all the bosses. We beat the game. It was a good time. I mean, and it
Well, you
had a
did
nice little
carry me
story.
through the whole game.
But, you know, but what do I do, Minnie? It's like Flippers or Da Vinci or Booster or something. Like if I just go into Valheim right now, they're gonna carry the crap out of me, because it's just that's what it is. And it's like I don't mind that, because it's still a learning experience. And like I said, it is a different genre to get. So like if you were to Catizens ever releases and it's ever multiplayer, for example, like I would jump into that with you, one, because I kind of owe you because you joined my stream, but then number two is um it would be something different. And then I know that it's kind of like mom when she was playing Green Hell and walking people through it. You
Hmm.
know, it's like she's going to teach you. At the same time, you're going to get some different experiences. There's definitely going to be some different people that would come in, because I mean, does Catizens look like it's going to be on my channel, Minnie? No, no, maybe Jodes, but like, you know what I'm saying? But like, but that is it though, you know, and it's just exposure. But like, because I don't know, maybe I'll get in there and be a Catizens god. You don't know. 740
Indeed.
episodes later, Catizens, baby. You don't know, you know?
Well, there's only one thing I've got a lot of episodes on, and that is World of Warcraft.
Yes, I know you
That's
do,
World of
because I see
Warcraft.
those late night, and I don't know if that's you or Mr. Fox, but I see somebody playing a lot in Discord. Because I'll go in there, because I don't know if you know this, but I drop my videos a lot of times when it's going to be about like your 9 to 11 p.m. or a.m. because you guys have just woken up to SGS, baby. Like that is the idea, because I figure, okay, well, you guys are going to get it in the morning, and then um then it'll roll towards America, that way, as far as the video. That's why, not only that, but I'm a night owl, so that's when you're going to get all these releases of crap that I do, and that's
But
not a live stream.
a bit back, I asked you your favorite moment of 2022 on the streaming side. I just remember my favorite moment.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you were there, but at some point I was gonna do a co-op stream with Da Vinci. I was gonna play the Goose Game, and Da Vinci overslept. So I had to keep on talking on my stream until he woke up to actually play the game. And that is my favorite moment of this year. Da Vinci ditching me and just leaving me there alone.
Wow. Oh man. Hey, look, mom's in the chat.
Mom
Talking
is
about you
here
earlier, mom.
indeed. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you here.
These random waves are to people in the chat that have just come in. That even though I don't say your name, I'm waving at you.
Yeah.
But trying to think of the funniest moment that that I've had. I think some of the ones where we did ATS with Derby, you, me, Flippers.
I've got a few of
Corruptor
those moments
Crimson.
in my rewind.
Yeah, those are a couple really good ones. I remember the time that you and Flippers were trying to crash me in ATS, and then I like jackknifed his rig up straight up in the air somehow. I don't know. There's all those crashes. I crashed.
I've got that one moment in my rewind where you're like, "Stop it, Minnie! Stop it now!" Like, what?
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
And you, I'm gonna drive you off the road. Oh, and you, okay? And I literally just launch you into the oncoming traffic.
Yeah. Yeah.
The wrecking moments, indeed. Yeah, definitely.
Well, because ATS again, to me, that is a game that is like work. You're picking something up and then all you're doing is driving. So the thing that carries it for me is the social while we're driving and sometimes when we rough play. Now, granted, if you said to me before the stream, hey, this one we're going to kind of role play like the real deal, yeah, then I'm not going to be wrecking you and messing around and jacking around. But like, it's like some people, they're like, oh, come on, man, I got crashed this at the other. Well, I'm like, okay, we'll go put in Flipper's code and you'll have $1 million and you can fix the damage. It's not that deep. It's a video game. But because you didn't specifically say that prior. Now, if you were like, yeah, this whole thing is going to be role play, we're going to do this, that, okay, all right, well, then that's the way we'll do it. But like for me, when it's just like us messing around and driving and like,
we should be doing that soon again.
Montana and Texas and stuff like that, we're just driving, chatting, being, kind of scuzzy and, running each other off the road every now and then. And just little, like, otherwise the game for me that doesn't do much. It's kind of it's like, all right, it's more social hour for me on that. It's not like Call of Duty and where I'm more heavily invested and like focused in and trying to live. But that's okay too though, because we need a lot of streams. Like I was going to suggest to you earlier, you were saying that you used to do this on like a Saturday but I'm assuming it was with cameras and if it wasn't, this is my suggestion. Maybe we get, Papa K, you, me, Flippers, Derby, whoever.
Well,
whoever
we did VR chat, like literally the game VR chat. It is a virtual reality game you can play without virtual reality. And it's pretty much you choose a character, you go sit in a chat room and you just chat and be silly. But you've got like a whole environment and stuff like that.
I would love that, and I would love a round robin where like there's at least two more people in here, and we're all just kind of talking and
So
like
does anyone want to join? Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, but it's like that, like I think that would be a great idea. It doesn't have to be all the time, but maybe like once a month or every couple months or something.
That would be awesome.
Maybe we get everybody together and just record our storytelling and craziness and if something's happened and whatever and then talking about life and games and things that we do want to talk about.
Yeah, indeed. Corruptor and Derby still do VR now and then. Awesome. Yeah, I just remember it being for 3 a.m. at night for me until like 6, 7 in the morning. So eventually I just got burned out and I couldn't be there anymore just because of the timing.
Right. Oh, I mean, and I get that too. We'd have to figure out a time that everybody is available, and it's not going to be like too early or your bedtime, and it's that way everybody has, I don't know, an hour, maybe 2 hours, whatever you would normally do in the stream or whatever. I normally 2.5 to 3.5 hours, somewhere in that realm. I'm pretty happy usually. I don't see the like I love certain games and yeah, I will go over that, but like I've done a couple streams with like Raptor where it was like 5 and 6 hours, and I'm like, maybe it was the game, and it probably was because it was Star Citizen. That's a hugely difficult game to play. But I was like, unless we're just having a blast and we're talking and we're chatting and we're really into the game and the game's long and whatever, like I don't know, 2 to 4 hours is probably a good max for me at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. I am kind of looking, or I mean, I'm kind of wanting to do longer streams, but at the same time, I'm reading a lot on YouTube that longer streams, like longer than 3 hours, are less pushed pretty much. They don't get to show that much. So in the end, you're better off doing 2 streams of 3 hours than 1 stream of 6.
Mm.
I'm not sure.
I will
11
tell you
hours of
that.
Valheim runs for me. Wow.
Oh, thank you. But at the same time, if you love it, I'm not. I'm not against it. Hey, do you? But um, I had a thought and it just old man syndrome.
Aw.
Um, so the pushing of streams. That's the difficulty I have with the music is because there's a lot of copyright. Like most all the music that you see on my channel, I have a copyright strike on, but it doesn't affect your channel. It just you can't monetize it.
Yeah, you
Um,
got well then you got a
without
claim, not a strike.
yeah, it's a claim. Like you either have to pause it more or you have to blur the video. I'm not gonna blur the videos and stuff. I'm not doing those because like I want to monetize them. I'm doing those for exposure and because I love music, obviously. Um, but yeah, YouTube is so I don't know, man. Like I feel like when you first get monetized, they should pop you into the unlimited tier, for like a month. That this is me. Give you the full exposure of like what your big creators get for like a month. Just a month. And them tell you that they're going to do that and then get back to you like sort of your normal algorithm. But so that way they push you out to places you wouldn't normally be
Yeah.
um, a little bit more so that way you can grow a little quicker because the reason that makes sense to me is this. Yes, there's an algorithm, and yes, I know that if like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier or any of these big, guys are out there, they're going to make more money and have more views. But if I'm making pretty good money, you know that YouTube's making money. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like, why wouldn't you want to push everybody at least for a limited time as high as you can so that way you can you can capitalize on that amount of money that they are getting
That would be the
even
smart
more
thing.
so. Yeah, because it's a business to them.
Mhm.
Me, it's sort of it is a hobby, but it's sort of like a retired career per se for me, and I want to flesh it out as much as I can. I want to obviously I'm pretty full time at this point considering, but like I don't know. I just feel like if they gave you some more tools, some more key vets to be able to see larger audiences, um, it would be like because I just feel like when you're small like we are, because we're still small streamers, until you get to the 10K, like you're
Mhm.
still really nobody in YouTube's eyes. And I feel like yes, but you still make money off of me monthly or stream wise, depending on how you
Mhm.
want to look at it. Like if they pushed us in a higher tier, then they would get more money.
True.
So I
Yeah.
just don't, and obviously that benefits us, but it also, here's the other reason why. Even if you knew it was a trial, and next thing you know, you're exposed out there in the huge land, and you get, 300 or 400 people coming into your chat. What a motivator. And also a little sneak peek of what that's going to be like, so that way you know that by the time you do get there, you'll be able to you'll be ready to handle that kind of traffic on your channel, as far as like the chatting, because that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Think about it, think about when you've got 20 some odd people in your chat at the moment. It's a
Wow.
lot to keep up on with, and
Yep.
especially if it's an intensive thing. But like, it would give you a little taste of that, so that way then you'd be like, okay, this is what I need to do now that I know what it's kind of be like.
Yeah, indeed.
So
Indeed.
I don't know. That's just me though.
But at the moment, to be honest, I don't want to have that yet. I don't want to have a chat that goes like, no, I don't, not yet. I'm not
Slow
gonna be
mode.
able to cope with that. I'm not gonna be able to cope with that.
I I find that a lot of the games that I have, they are very like I think the thing that I battle with most is the fact that I don't feel like I'm not entertaining, etc. It's just my games are very focus driven, so I have to wait for these breaks to be able to talk to you guys more and make it more natural. But that's game wise. As far as like,
Yeah.
if there's 100 people in chat, I would be
It's a lot
I
easier to
personally,
just
I'd be
talk
thrilled.
around in Pokemon than when you're playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm over here diving and ducking and trying to survive for my life, and you're over here like, okay, we're gonna go collect scary Zor. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not a Pokemon guy. I'm like, it's a completely different deal, and it's like there's nothing wrong with either way. It's just like I'm trying to find a nice, happy balance for that, so that way people are actually entertained and not
Yeah,
just like, this
indeed.
guy never
Indeed.
talks, or he's boring, or he's whatever. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ultra says his cat is, or their
This cat
cat
is choosing
is
violence.
choosing
Yeah.
violence right now, and he needs help.
Cat fight! And Linda has a good one as well. 3 hours, 30 minutes intermission. Pick it up again for another 3, and rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could do that.
See, that's the
Indeed.
other thing. While I'm full time, I usually, minus the videos, like the music reactions and stuff, I do one stream a day. This is kind of in the middle
I
of the
try
day.
to do at least 1 a day.
If I had my druthers, what's funny, Minnie, is I would stream at like 12 to 4 in the morning, because that's when I'm alive. I'm
Uh-huh.
really alive.
So why
I
are you
get
not
this
doing
burst
that?
like 7 p.m. because who the hell is awake? In my area. Because I'm thinking that now. Granted, maybe over in the Philippines or Australia or whatever, it's like noon. But
If
I'm saying,
if
like,
you start at midnight, you start when I wake up.
yeah, I'm saying, like I'm a huge night owl, and like 7 p.m. at night, I don't care how I felt for the whole day. If I felt like crap the whole day, about 7 p.m. it kicks on, and then I start
Oh
feeling
God.
better, and I'm alive, and all of a sudden I'm productive, and I got all these ideas. You ask this poor woman, I'm like, oh, we got to make these videos. I got to do this, and I got, like, that's when I'm out. It's just the
Nice.
night owl in me, and so it's like, but I started off at 12, and I really liked the 12, but I thought, man, it's a little early sometimes for me. It really is, and I don't feel like I'm being as entertaining as I want to be, but it's a better time slot than the one with flippers, which is the 2:30, because but it still catches like most people at like 7, 8 o'clock at night, so it's okay. But I wish I had the same exposures at the 12, but like, can I move that to like
I know what you
o'clock at
mean,
night?
dude. I know
It's so
what you
hard to
mean.
do.
'Cause I would love to do like 2 streams every day. And I have tried to do morning streams, but everyone is sleeping. And it's just, yeah. I would like to do more streams, but then I have to do it in the evening. And if I'm gonna do that in the evening, I'm gonna have less time with Mr. Fox. Because basically, if I do it in the evening, for him, for Mr. Fox, it's gonna be at home, cook the food, eat the food, Minnie goes streaming, he goes to bed the next day. I don't like that.
Right.
I
Right.
don't
There's
want
no
that.
interaction.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you got to balance life with it. That's the other thing is also the reason I don't stream is because that's when Jodes is home. Like once I end my stream at night, she has just gotten off of work and now I want to spend time with her, you
yeah.
know? And so you got to do that. Now, granted, I could, cause she does like a 7 o'clock, 7:30 stream until like 9:30. And then what I do in my normal day, which you guys probably don't see, but it will explain a lot. Um, I jump on about 9:30 with like Lunas and my friend Grumpy Jeep Guy and Beaver and all these people. And we go play Call of Duty until like 12.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's happening. And then that's when I awaken. I'm all hyped up from the game. And then
Blame
next thing you
Jodes.
know, we got two music reactions. Yeah. Yeah, we got two music reactions last night that I released at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, it's like videos. The good thing about YouTube is it's 24/7. And so when it comes to the
Yeah.
videos, I don't mind dropping those off because you can see them at any time. But I do try to catch it just about the time when most of the base of people that follow me are up and awake and, whatever, and then go from there. But like, I would like to ultimately, once I get much bigger, maybe do like an evening stream at some point as
Cool.
well. Or,
Cool.
maybe figure it out somehow.
He's becoming a real person at midnight for real.
I'm a
Lol.
real boy then, Geppetto. Put my glass slipper back on. Snow White.
Yeah, but I do get it, wanting to do everything on like the same timing. Back at day one when we got Skittle, I still remember sending my mods a message. There's not gonna be a stream tonight because I'm on my way to a rescue. We
that.
went there and suddenly in the car I was like, I'm gonna make shorts of her. I'm gonna do this. And I'm not gonna do this for the views. I'm not gonna do it for anything else. I'm just gonna do this because I wanna have a video diary of Skittle. And how to actually do that? Well, you could just upload a video every day on YouTube, is what Mr. Fox said. And that's how that came to life. On that day, I decided, okay, this is gonna go live at 8 p.m. And I've always put my short on 8 p.m. Always.
And, when inspiration strikes you like that, like again, like you said, you don't do it for views. Like, I'm just doing the music because I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not like most of that stuff. Again, it's not monetized, etc. One because it can't be, and then number two is just like I like the artist and I like the things that I'm doing, and I get a lot of views off of that, and it's because when you do something that you actually enjoy, I like the games. Depends on what games we're talking about, but like the games, it's gonna bleed through to everybody that's watching that,
Yeah,
and
indeed.
they're gonna know. They can tell. Like, there's been games where I absolutely hated it, and I think everybody probably was very well aware of it. I hate this game, and it's like, but I'm playing it because I said I would, and I'm trying to make it as fun as I can, but it's not as
Yeah.
enjoyable. But then I'll go play something I do like, or I go do something I do want, and like you can, I can tell the difference. So if I can tell it, I feel like everybody else can tell it too.
Yeah, indeed. Floristic is still waiting on the 1 year compilation. Well, we still got a lot of days to go. We are on 216 and we gotta go to 356. So, right?
Now, can I make a suggestion to you?
Sure.
Something that came to me from Flippers, and you may already do this, so I don't know. But something else that I had realized on my own a little bit, but then Flippers said something and I was like, you know what? So all your videos that you do, you know how you have the pre-roll and the end roll of the ads?
Yeah.
There's a mid-roll one. Take the mid-roll out. Here's why.
The mid
So get an ad there's a mid-roll that you have to select it after your video's gone like your stream, after it's processed. Or you can do it on your videos instantly, depending. Like your bigger videos, ones are more than like 8 minutes. So there's an ad that comes on the beginning. That's your pre-roll, and then there's the end one at the end of your before you end. but the mid-roll is during that whole time. And so what YouTube does is like if we're talking and all of a sudden I do this, I'm just kind of like reading, it'll add an ad. Take those out because I noticed with my own videos, let alone anybody else's, I had like 7 ads within like 5 minutes. Because there was times where we're like doing stuff and playing the game, but weren't really saying anything other than little stuff like he's on the left, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. They would slap an ad in there, and so the people that
I
don't
don't
have
think
like
I
YouTube
have
Premium,
that.
well, you should because it's kind of like default. That's how they do it default for
Okay.
pretty much everybody, unless it's different in Norway and all these other places and UK and whatever. But like this is what Flippers was telling me. But there's like if you go in the stream, you'll see it if you schedule it. It's at the very bottom in your monetization of a video. Go to any of your videos that you've monetized, and then go scroll down in the editor in the studio and look at
Lives
the
as well?
thing. Yes, lives especially.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a mid-roll check mark. Uncheck that, and then that way the main part of your, the beginning and end, okay, fine, but like all that time in between when you're actually playing the game or you're talking or you're doing whatever, you don't have 50 ads in there. Granted, it does probably somehow magically affect your monetization, but I feel like, and I think a lot of other people feel like, it takes away from your game because every 5 minutes or every 2 minutes or every 1 minute, depending on how YouTube does it, they're breaking it up with an ad if they don't have a premium, and they got to sit through that, and then they sort of miss stuff, or if they don't, it just takes the immersion out of it because they had to watch some Cialis commercial.
I don't really see it, to be honest.
I'll show it to you later, but like I said, it's like if you go into your editor on the studio, the little pencil, one of
Yeah.
your monetized videos, click that
Yeah.
pencil, then scroll down to monetization, click monetization, and then scroll down again. You'll see a set of check marks at the bottom where it says ads and pre-rolls and things like that. There's a mid-roll one.
I see it. Pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll, but mid-roll is
Take the mid-roll
already
out.
unchecked.
It's out.
It's already
That's
unchecked.
perfect. That's perfect. That's how it should be. Because again, they'll slip in 30 freaking ads in the middle of your 2-hour video.
Wow.
I noticed it, and I'm just like, oh my God, how could you watch this and like this? Because I pay for premium. I'm not watching that crap anyway. But
that's what Floristic's saying as well. That's why I'm premium now.
yeah, because they will. Like I've watched Raptor, I've watched a music reaction, I've watched other things where they didn't do that, and because you just didn't. Just happened, and this is earlier obviously, but like in 2019 when I was watching Raptor, there'd be 7 ads in a minute. You're like, what the, and it's like I can't watch the game this way, or I can't watch what I'm trying to actually see. So just a thought, but it's yeah, and it's for people above, it's for monetized channels, obviously, because it's ads.
Obviously,
so,
yeah.
For those out there who are wondering what the heck I'm talking about,
Yeah, that is only for people above 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick Star. That has been a long time. Welcome back. Hope you're doing good. So, it is almost time for me to go wrap up.
That's fine with me. I've had a great
I do
time.
want to do 2 more questions, as in one from me to you and one from you to me. Okay. But I've still got to think about what.
I've got a good one for you, and it's not anything special. So you wear tons and tons of onesies. How did you get into them?
How did I get into them? Well,
yeah, like what turned you on to wearing your onesies?
I take these open. I put these open, then I put a leg in, then I put the other leg in, then I pull it up, and then I'm in.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I know how you got physically into it. How did you get interested in wanting to wear them and like because you wear a lot of them. So I don't care. I just think they're cool, but I'm like, how did you get interested in them?
Well, the very first onesie I got was a Pikachu onesie, and I mainly just used that like a jumpsuit. So whenever I came back from school or work, I would pretty much just put on my onesie, get on the couch, get some tea, and relax. It was my relaxing clothes, pretty much. I never really bought more onesies back at that time. my onesie explosion came from YouTube. But I started eventually streaming, and I didn't have a camera in the start, so I wasn't really worried about what I look like or whatever. But eventually I was like, I'm not too sure if I'm comfortable to stream for the whole world in like my casual clothing. Cause, well, I have been bullied a lot because of the clothing I'm wearing, just because I do not have a sense of style or anything like that. I just wear anything that is comfy, anything that I like, and that's it.
Right.
So eventually I was like, can I like get a uniform or something? So I looked at my
Okay.
onesie and I was like, well, maybe. I searched for something like onesies and I saw there was a Dutch site selling like hundreds of them. I ordered 3, if I remember correctly, and I don't even remember which one these were. But I ordered a few and I just said to Mr. Fox, well, these are my working clothes. These are my YouTube clothes. And that's how everything started. And since I did do 3 to 4 streams a day when I started, I was in them 24/7. Because even now, like in the wintertime, I do sleep in my onesie. Yes. I do sleep in my onesie. Just because it's cold and I'm like, that's fine. In the summer, it's way too hot. But
Well, and you're right too, because again, and not being like sexist or anything, but you are female and you are on camera and you are in front of the world basically. And it's kind of like I just did a Billie Eilish reaction. Well, she was big about not wearing clothes that are, she wasn't trying to sell the sex part of it.
uh-huh.
And we do have that in the streamer community. You know that. I know that hot tub stream.
Uh
That type, and like I appreciate the other side of it because again, you're not here to be judged on what you're wearing. You're not here to be judged on your body and how it looks. You're here to create content for whatever the game, in this case, in our cases, a lot of times it's whatever game it is. And everybody, your personality is what they're here for. Your personality and the game.
yeah,
And then
indeed.
making it fun and bringing it together. But there are people out there, they perv and they do all these other, crazy things. And then there's some people, and there's, hey, look, if example, if you were like a sex worker or something like that, I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying the average person, that's not their thing. And so the onesie's perfect because again, it's not something where you look at, like, granted, they probably see more of you now than they do in your stream, but with your background stuff. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's not something where it's like, you've got a shirt down to here, and your boobs are all popping out and all these other, and no, I'm not
Ew.
making that argument where, oh, women streamers have it easier. Well, maybe because, there are a lot of pervy dudes out there, but like if that's your whole argument of why they're more successful than you, then you're a pretty pathetic person. But
Indeed.
like the other side to that is there are the other, because I'm coming from the law enforcement side, I'm thinking of what are the people that are on the nefarious stuff thinking. Whatever. They just want you to come in and enjoy the game and talk and chat and have a good time.
Yeah,
And so
indeed.
no, I think that's awesome. I just
And
not
it's,
only that, but it makes you unique.
well, the onesies were also the idea to make something unique and make it my own thing, kinda. Because what you see with a lot of streamers and content creators in general is that everyone's got their own thing. They
Yes.
do maybe have the same niche, like gaming or pets or whatever, but everyone has his own thing. And I was like, what is my own thing? And that is just now the onesies, because I do not use my camera if I'm not in a onesie. Literally
Right.
5 minutes before, like, we went into the voice call, I was like, oh shit, I have to put on my onesie because I'm gonna be on camera. So yeah.
Right. Well, especially with people that I mean, I don't know how you feel about me, but like, this is going to go out to the masses. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
it was just you and I talking, maybe you would lounge around with something. That's fine. But like, okay, who cares? But like, in a bigger environment, yeah, I definitely understand that. And again, you know, I think you should get. I don't know, maybe you've done this, but I think you should see if you can find like a personalized mini one. Make you an animal one that is just mini. I think that would
Well,
be awesome.
I have been doing research about that because I was serious about doing that, and I'm saying was because it will actually cost me about $300 to let me make one
Whew,
custom.
could
So that's
crochet you one. How
nah.
hard would that be to get in and out all the time? You'd have all the loops messed up from the feet and everything. That'd be funny. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. But yeah, there are several people on Etsy actually that make custom onesies. And
Ooh,
they also make them from Pokemon and all that kind of stuff. But it
right.
is in between 250 to 300 euro actually. And that's just the product. Then you need the sending, then you need the VAT, and everything together is gonna be like 400 or 500.
Ooh,
And I
That's a lot.
normally get
That's a lot of
these.
money.
I normally get these in sale for $50. And I actually recently just ordered new ones.
Yay!
I've got a reindeer one especially for Christmas, and I've got a I think it was it a panther? I think it's a panther, yeah. A spotted panther. Because I don't have enough
I
yet.
I used to have a full ghillie suit,
Cool.
and if I still had that, I would wear that on stream when I'm playing Call of Duty.
Nice,
Because
nice.
it's very much like, I mean, it's pants and a shirt, and it's all like camo netting and all this other stuff, and then there's a hood for the shirt or the jacket or whatever you want to call it. But like I don't have it anymore, but I would have wore the crap out of that.
We need a firecracker onesie for New Year.
There you go.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in my reindeer one with the
What do you
Christmas
get me
and
for my birthday, Minnie?
when's your birthday again?
January 4th. And then
Oh
Casper's is Sunday,
shoot.
by the way. I was
I'm
kidding. You
not
don't have
sure.
to get me anything.
I don't
No, but
know.
yeah. Casper's is Sunday and mine's on the 4th, and there may be I think Logos
And
is
then 10
on
days
Sunday as
10 days
well.
later it's May.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll probably donate you something. It's the easy way.
Stop. I was kidding. I just wanted to throw my birthday in there. I don't know. Most wonderful time of the year. Oh, no. All right, maybe not. Where'd all your viewers go, Minnie?
They're still here. We've got
I
6
was
people watching.
saw them dropping off as I started to sing. It's fine.
I won't be able to like know everyone's birthday, okay? Just let me know. I actually have a birthday song for it as well.
You know, Flippers has a thing in his Discord that shows birthdays, but I don't know how you do that, so I might have to get with him. That
Oh, in
might
the
be
Discord
helpful. You
thing.
know, like on Facebook when it says you've got 6 friends celebrating their birthday today. That would be kind of helpful just so that way you're aware, you know?
True.
But
True, true.
can't remember everybody, man. Everything. It's like the streams, like you know, you can't be everywhere all the time. You got your own life and things going on, and you don't want somebody to feel like you don't love them and you don't want to be around them, or you don't want to stream with them, or you don't want to play with them, or whatever, or you don't come into their chats or whatever. It's hard to do. You know how many channels are in this community? It's
Uh,
there's at least 50.
I'm a lot at Flippers, Cryptor, Usage, Booster, although a little less since he's playing Valheim again. Da Vinci, Beacon of Nick,
Rev.
and I think I've got my baseline of channels there, like where I am at the most. I am sometimes at Casper as well, Floristic, but most of the people are
Right.
streaming at the same time.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. That's the like it's the positive thing
Indeed.
that like if we did like the 4 people on the screen we were just chatting, that's great, don't get me wrong, but you're splitting mainly the people of the same community in 4 different ways, so it's kind of hard too, you know.
There goes my light.
Oh, that must be your signal.
Yeah, that must be my signal indeed.
Well, I've had a great time talking with you. I'd love to do this again in the
Yeah,
future. Maybe
we
we'll
should
come back in
definitely
like,
do.
like 3 months or 6 months or something like that, or sooner. But just just to see how things have changed. That'd be kind of cool. Like maybe do it on a like also come back in like a year and see how we feel with the same questions and things that we did. That'd be kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Indeed.
But
There was one more question, by the way. One more question. How
sure.
old were you when you enrolled into the Marines?
I was 19 years old.
19?
Yeah.
Wow. In my
I
in
was
my opinion, that's early. That's young, or is that
well,
normal?
I mean, you're usually 17 to 19 years of age because they get you right out of high school.
Okay.
I did what they call a delayed entry program. So basically, I worked with the Marine recruiters and they start trying to impart the knowledge of the Marine Corps on you and get you physically ready for boot camp, etc.
Mhm.
You do that during your sophomore and junior year, and then you go in after after you've graduated into the Marine Corps straight into there, and then after your 4 years, you have 4 years of inactive. For like if you do well, not everybody. Some people do 6 years, some people do more, depending on what you're doing. But usually, you're at your normal regular enlistment is 4 years active, 4 years inactive. Well, what happens is you do your 4 years active, they're gone. Well, you also did that delayed entry program, and so instead of doing 4 years active, now you're doing 4 years inactive. You're doing 3 years inactive, and you get
Okay.
your DD 214 sooner because you put the time in prior. So it's not like you're robbing anything. You're just
Ah.
you know what I'm saying? You got your 4 years in one way or the other, but it does. So that's what happened. Then during that last year, I basically went into government and I started working in their police forces and their prisons and with the VA, the TSA, VA hospital, VA regional office, um, uh, uh, not ICE, the Marshal Service, and Border Patrol or Customs. I'm sorry. Border Patrol and Customs are the same, but they do two different things, and but they're of the same. They're all Homeland Security.
Okay.
It's what it is. And so I worked for them for with the Marine Corps 24 years.
Cool. Cool.
Then I retired out, but that was kind of medically because of my back. I have some
Ah.
the medical reason I'm actually not working is physical related. It's not because of like mental
Exactly the
health and things
opposite
like
for
that.
me, because for me it's mentally related. Why I'm not working.
I on like okay, let's say we went to a store like I don't know Walmart, whatever that equivalent is over there in you know Dutchland, etc. After about
IKEA.
5 minutes of yeah, after
Maybe.
being out on the floor on the concrete floors for 5 minutes, my whole back is on fire.
Ooh.
'Cause I
That's
can't
that's
stand
not good.
because I was on those for 20 some odd years though. You know,
Yeah.
fighting inmates or suspects or different things like that, or the military grind with. I was wearing packs, Manny. I was 125 pounds in the Marine Corps at my heaviest weight at the time. I was same height,
Wow.
obviously, but I was carrying things that are like 175 pounds for
Wow.
26 miles.
Wow.
So it takes
Yeah.
a wear on your back, your knees, your hips, that's
Definitely.
where this basically that's where this all stems. So is what it is. That's why you got to take care of your feet. If I believe in kinetically. Well, think about it. If your foot hurts, eventually it's going to radiate pain up into your legs somewhere.
True.
And that is all stemming from your lower back somewhere. Now, granted, I'm not talking about like a blister. I'm talking about like over wear and tear time. Yeah, of course you're just going to have a blister on your foot, but it just kind of travels up your body and eventually you're just like, I'm old.
Yeah. I'm broken. I'm done.
I'm done. Send me to the island with the
I'm
misfit
out.
toys.
I'm out.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
but
is what
it
it
has
is.
been a wonderful time, Sarge.
It's been
Really.
wonderful.
I really enjoyed this, and we really have to do this more often indeed.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if you ever get like a group together, count me in. Count me in. Just tell
Okay.
me when it is, and I will be there. That's gonna be
Yeah, because
fine.
I'll tell you in advance. So
Yeah.
that way you can plan and prepare. Because, well, that's the other thing is I've noticed a lot of streamers, they kind of want to do it on a whim. I'm like, that doesn't work a lot of time because everybody has lives. And so it's like I want everybody to be notified. So if we do this or something like this again in the near future, I'll definitely let you know. So that way you have time
Yeah,
to prepare.
nice. Nice. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this together with me. For
Absolutely.
everyone in chat, Sarge is probably gonna edit this as well and put this on his channel as a podcast. So if you want to see that, be sure to click the link down below in the description so you can get to Sarge his channel and also see the video part of it. And otherwise, you just click that little round arrow to restart the whole stream.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey,
Guys, thank you for having me. Minnie,
Floristic
thank
is
you for
also
having
going
me.
in for a chill stream. Floristic is
Yeah.
also in.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for chatting with me, Minnie, and spending some time with me. And all your chatters, I see the 10 in chat right now. Thank you guys for being here and supporting us. Truly do appreciate it.
Yep, it was awesome, and we hope to see you once again.
That's right. Be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next one.
Meow meow. Bye bye.